KJFM Louisiana, Eagle 102, with studios in Bowling Green, Louisiana, and Pittsfield.
Area high school basketball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the court for high school basketball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And good evening and welcome to night number 4 of the 29th Clopton Invitational here on Eagle 102 Sports. Mark Prunick, Rodney Dolbear here in the broadcast booth. And Rodney, it's the last of the preliminaries tonight. Tomorrow the big show, the ladies' championships. But we have to decide who gets to the guys' championships on Saturday afternoon. And a couple of good games here in the championship semis. We'll have Winfield, the 1 seed, against the 5 seed Louisiana. And then Clopton and Silex, the 2-3 matchup, to decide who gets into the championship game. Down the hall, it's Mark Twain and Wright City and Ellsbury and the St. Louis Blue Knights battling to see who stays in the tournament and will play on Saturday afternoon in that consolation game.
Yep, 2 games in each gym tonight. 3 hours from now, or a little over 3 hours, we'll know who's going to play for all of the trophies Friday and Saturday night. Of course, we already know the girls' bracket. Those decisions, those games, those outcomes were yesterday, and tonight's the boys' turn.
And it's 2 great semifinals on the championship side. Louisiana, fresh off their 2nd win of the season to keep them in the championship side of the bracket. They will take on the 1 seed Winfield, and we'll talk about it when we start the pregame show for you next on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Service and Supply Co-op of Bowling Green, Buchanan Excavating, Ackles Farm Market, and Bill Allen Auction Service.
The Eagle 102 Sports pregame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
Pike County Glass specializes in designing and installing windows and doors for homes along with commercial properties in and around Pittsfield. Pike County Glass can also help with screen repair and replacement, broken windows, plus windshield replacement. For a full list of services, visit PikeCountyGlass.com. Pike County Glass, outfitting homes and businesses with windows and entryways for a timeless look. Pike County Glass, 1351 West Washington Street in Pittsfield.
Everyone needs help with something at some point in their life. This is Tracy B. with PCHD, and I am here to remind you that we have certified community health workers staffed at our office that offer assistance for free to those who need help navigating local resources and more. Please don't hesitate to call 573-324-2111 to learn more, or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
At Gambino's Eatery in Louisiana, we're always cooking up ways to serve you better. We're now open Wednesday through Saturday, taking orders from 11 a.m. all the way until 8 p.m. So you've got even more time to enjoy your favorites. We're closed on Sundays, but still available for private events with advanced booking. Real food, real flavor, right here in Pike County. Gambino's Eatery in Louisiana.
If it's not on the menu, we don't talk about it.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 Sports pregame show on KJFM Radio.
29th Annual Clopton Invitational Tournament here on Eagle 102 Sports. Men's semifinals, the first of 2. Louisiana, the 5 seed, against number 1 seed Winfield, and a tough test for the Bulldogs tonight.
Absolutely. Winfield comes in taking care of business against the 8 seed Mark Twain, 72-34. Louisiana cruises to an 18-point win over the 4 seed Wright City. Looking back kind of at the previous results for the year, Louisiana has had themselves in the majority of the game. Had a couple of them kind of got away from them. Took Van Far to overtime. Had several of their losses that were, under 10 points, but they haven't had a lot of success getting over the top, and they're certainly going to have a challenge on their hands tonight.
And that semifinal was tight for a long time before they finally lost Wright City in the second half and got out to that big advantage. But for 3+ quarters, that was a pretty tight game. Over in the other gym, and it may have been the gym that played a factor in that, but Winfield took a while in the first half before they started pulling away from Mark Twain. Even late in the first quarter, the Tigers were right there, I think even ahead briefly before the end of the first, beginning of the second quarter. So it's a different experience down the hall for sure. And Winfield, I know they're not used to playing in gyms that are that small.
Well, it's different sight lines. Everything's closer. The walls are closer. It's just, a sport like basketball where it's pretty much predicated on, a shot type of sport. I'm sure it took a little time to get used to how that gym plays.
This one is Louisiana and Winfield. We'll check our keys to the game for you on our next break on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by DC Septic and Drain, Central Elevator, your Purina dealer, DG Firearms, and Randy's Jewelry.
The Eagle 102 Sports keys to the game are right around the corner. Brought to you by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Dawn's Monuments has been dedicated to helping area residents and their families create monuments to withstand the test of time for over 40 years. Visit Dawn's Monuments at 314 West Washington Street in Pittsfield. People who care for families that care.
Lynn's Heritage House, your home for affordable and home-like senior living, is perfect for independent seniors or those needing assistance with daily activities. Lynn's has a dedicated staff providing around-the-clock support and comprehensive health monitoring. Residents can relish the same lifestyle they've always enjoyed, but with the peace of mind knowing help is available when needed. If you or someone you know is ready for a retirement home or needs care from a hospital stay or surgery, call Lynn's to set up a tour and visit soon. Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane, Louisiana.
Noah Builders in Silex is a proud supporter of all area athletes. They're a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit Noah Builders at noahbuildersinc.com.
Eagle 102 Sports coverage brought to you all season long by State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports Keys to the Game on KJFM. Sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
And our keys to the game for the Bulldogs against Winfield starts out with defending this Winfield team. Yeah, Louisiana is scoring about a half point more per game this season, but they're allowing 20 more points, Rodney, and that's not going to get it done when you're minus 15, I believe, somewhere in that range, average on the season. Winfield is plus in that category, so they're not allowing a whole lot of points, and that's something that Louisiana has struggled to do, is score.
Well, it kind of ties into, you got a team that is good defensively, so Louisiana's going to have to handle the ball well, not give up the easy turnovers, which will lead to runouts and easy points, which, again, it's kind of that self-fulfilling prophecy that Winfield's on the plus side of the scoring margin, Louisiana on the negative, so they're going to have to protect the basketball and look for them to get out to a good start. You're not going to be able to survive a slow start against these guys. You may have a fast start and still not survive the one seed, but you certainly can't afford a slow start against Winfield. And
Coach Matt Boswell has toyed with his lineup a little bit. I think Donnell Griffith getting back into the starting lineup has been a plus. I think he kind of learned what was lacking when he wasn't in the starting five, and he's come back a better player so far in the games that have followed. Just as late as last week, he wasn't in the starting five at the People's Bank of Trust holiday shootout. So he's happy to be back in. He had a really good opening round game, and I expect him to be a catalyst for this offense tonight.
Really did a nice job, and the strength of his game is getting to the rim. Driving, getting to the basket, maybe drawing some fouls, but that certainly provided a spark to the offense.
It's Louisiana and Winfield. Those are our keys to the game for Vicki Cadwalder, and we'll have our starting lineups next on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Bolin Chevrolet, Adams Plumbing and Electrical, and Sun Window Company.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups are coming up. Brought to you by Community State Banks of Missouri.
This is Jonah Jones with Community State Bank of Missouri. At Community State Bank, we believe in keeping your money where it matters, here at home. Community State Bank is committed to serving our neighbors with personalized financial solutions. Whether you're looking to grow your savings or need a loan for that next big step, we are here to help. Your loan decisions are made by people who understand your needs because we live here too. Community State Bank of Missouri with branches in Bowling Green and Troy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For over 40 years, HeartCare Chiropractic Center has been the trusted name in health and wellness in Bowling Green. Located at 300 West Main, just off the square, HeartCare Chiropractic specializes in helping athletes of all ages stay at the top of their game. Whether recovering from a sports injury or looking to improve mobility and performance, student athletes and their families turn to HeartCare for expert chiropractic care they can rely on. As the action heats up on the field, court, or track, HeartCare Chiropractic Center is proud to support local athletes and keep our community moving strong. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Create the perfect look at Randy's Jewelry in Troy. Discover a huge selection of women's and men's jewelry, from fine and fashion rings to bracelets, necklaces, earrings, watches, and more. Silver, gold, and colored jewelry for every occasion. Visit Randy's Jewelry, 400 Main Street in Troy.
Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service specializes in all things plumbing, from repairs and professional installations to detailed camera inspections and new home construction. Their expert team has you covered. Experience quality plumbing done right. Call Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service today at 573-719-9474.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance Agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest End, and People's Savings Bank.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Banks of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And your starting lineups first for the 5-seed Louisiana Bulldogs, 2 and 6, coached by Matt Boswell. They'll start a sophomore, number 2, A.J. Geschwinder. Junior, number 4, Javon Reese. A sophomore, number 5, Donnell Griffith gets to start. A senior, number 14, Kane Mayfield. And a senior, number 24, Quincy Mooney, rounds out the starters. For the Winfield Warriors, the top seed in this tournament, 7-1, coached by Colin Groves. They'll start a senior, number 1, Camden Burke. Number 2 gets to start, a senior, Brady Capel. Junior, number 3, Luke White gets to start. Number 5, a senior, Colin Westhoff. And number 11, a junior, Caleb Keel, rounds out the starters for the Warriors. So again, for Louisiana, Geschwinder, Reese, that's Javon, Griffith, Mayfield, and Mooney. And for Winfield, it's Burke, Capel, White, Westhoff, and Keel.
A very experienced lineup for Winfield, 3 seniors and a couple of juniors. Only 1 sophomore dressed tonight on the roster. So Louisiana gives up a little bit of experience there with a younger roster.
Absolutely, they do. They're getting ready to announce the players on the floor. We'll take one final break, come back with men's night 2, night number 4 overall of this 29th Clopton Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Center Locker Service, Custom Works Salon and Tanning, JJ's Taco Burger and Donuts, and Kern's Construction.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Starting lineups getting announced on the floor here. Louisiana, the visitors, as the 5 seed. They're in their slate gray uniforms with the Louisiana red.
What do you think
numbers.
of those warm-ups that Winfield had? The old school Indiana Hoosiers type stripes on those, the candy canes.
Very busy. It was a little bit disorienting to my eyes initially, but
did it give you the vertigo?
A little bit.
Okay.
I was a little bit. I thought maybe the stands were moving. I didn't know exactly what was going on. We're about to get this underway. The teams are on the floor. Jumping center is going to be Keel for Winfield. Tipped into the backcourt, run down by Burke. Winfield will move left to right here in the first half. Into the front court. Holding the ball high above his head is Keel. Cycles top of the key, Burke. Burke to the right wing, beyond 3 for Westhoff. Stolen away. Into the near court, Louisiana pushes. Griffith looks at the 3, passes it up to Geschwinder. Left wing, he takes the 3, on the way off the mark, a little bit wide right. Rebound underneath, controlled by Capel. So a nice defensive stop for Louisiana. Possession 1, couldn't convert it to points.
But I like what they're doing so far.
Winfield operates outside the arc, throwing it around left wing for White. White puts it on the floor, drives baseline, cut off Mooney, kicks it back out beyond 3 for Capel. Capel traveled, didn't get called. 3-pointer on the way, left wing. It's off the mark, no good for Keel. Rebound underneath Louisiana. Pushing into the near court, Griffith. Griffith right side to the rack, off the glass. They're going to whistle an offensive foul.
And that doesn't bode well for Donnell or the Bulldogs.
No, nice move. Took it right to the glass, was in control, but they're going to say the defender had his feet set. Little 3-quarter court pressure. Across the timeline, into the near court right wing, Capel. Capel looks to drive baseline, cut off. Backs it back out beyond 3 for White. White holds it right wing, stands on the Ed Lindsay logo. Left-hand dribble, kicks it to the left side. Rainbow, nice look underneath. And off the mark, may have been blocked. That time, Keel had good position, but good defensive play by Louisiana. I think that was Mayfield that might have got to slap that off the backboard. Mayfield spins, kicks it back out beyond 3. Geschwinder top of the key, left wing, Griffith. He's there, guarded by Westhoff. Griffith, finger roll, it won't go. Mayfield, off the glass and in. Kane Mayfield gets Louisiana on the board. Nice offensive rebound and the putback of the Griffith miss. I like the play. Griffith got to the rack, didn't get it to go. Mayfield hustled for the offensive board and converted. White gets in the air, nearly throws it away. Winfield Capel runs it down, left wing beyond 3 for White. To the baseline left. Into the paint, Westhoff. Now baseline. Another block underneath. This one was Reese blocked, but the putback up and in for Camden Burke. Into the front court. Reese to Griffith, left wing to the baseline left for Geschwinder. AJ picks up his dribble, kicks the top of the key, Mooney. Into the paint, ball's on the ground, loose, turnover. Reese couldn't control. Winfield picks it up and walk it up the right side. Capel picks up his dribble, looks baseline beyond 3. Drives around Geschwinder, hangs, off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds, last touched by Louisiana.
Winfield, I haven't seen it yet. They're always athletic. They always get up and down the floor and can get up in the air, but they always seem to have an agitator coming off their bench, and still remains to be seen if we'll see that ingredient from them tonight.
Winfield gets it in with the ball as Capel. Capel drives free throw line, kicks it baseline. Now Rainbow's back, 3-pointer on the way. Rims out, no good for White. Rebound underneath Reese. Outlet pass, Mooney right side ahead of the pack for Geschwinder. Geschwinder stops, gets it to Reese. It's on the ground.
Ooh, that's a pretty quick jump ball call there, and Louisiana will keep it on the tie-up.
Fortunate. So Geschwinder will inbounds. He has Reese, Mooney, Griffith, and Mayfield. A.J. Geschwinder, high arcing three-pointers, good. A.J. Geschwinder makes it a 5-0 or 5-2 lead.
Already at the midway point of this first quarter.
Into the paint, size advantage underneath. Good defense by Mooney. Rebound Louisiana. Reese back the other direction. Hangs in the air, off the glass, and in. Javon Reese in control to the hoop, and Louisiana's lead is 5. Capel comes into the near court, gets it to White. He stands on the Clopton Hawk logo, cycles to his right with the dribble. Looks to the baseline, Drives under the basket, kicks it out beyond 3. It's on the way, left wing. Too strong. Louisiana gets it. Mooney running the court. Geschwinder. He hangs in the air. Doesn't get the shot to go. AJ's going to have free throws.
Looks like White's going to pick it up. Number 3 for the Warriors. His first, team's first.
Nice start for Louisiana.
Yeah, I like the start so far. They've got good energy, but they're in control for the most part.
AJ's first is a little short. Substitution. Bo Schulte checks in. To the bench is Caleb Keel for Winfield. AJ, one more coming. This one's good. And Louisiana leads 8-2. 3:27 to play, first quarter. Semifinal number 1. Winfield into the front quarter, Schulte. Winfield throws it around the arc, left wing beyond 3 for Burke. To the right side. Top of the key, baseline just inside the arc has the ball is Westhoff. Westhoff against Mayfield, kicks it back out for top of the key for Schulte. Left wing Westhoff. Schulte looks inside. Louisiana not giving much inside. Winfield being forced to work outside. As soon as I say that, cutting to the basket and off the glass, Luke White got a nice cut and the assist, and it's 8-4.
Yeah, good ball movement on that possession for the Warriors to make it a 4-point game.
Winfield, Mooney, Griffith, Reese, and Mayfield patrols the baseline. He'll come to the top of the key. Look to either set a pick or have a pick and roll. He sets a pick. Around the pick, baseline drive is intercepted. Winfield with numbers back the other direction, running left side of the lane. Luke White can't get a shot off. Nice defense by Griffith to tip it out of bounds and prevent the layup. Winfield will inbound under their own basket.
Our second game tonight in this men's semifinal round will be Clopton and Silex. That should be a fun one here in the Dale Miller Gymnasium.
Schulte triggers. He gets it in, gets it back on the baseline, double teamed. Skim pass right side, driving baseline is Burke. Burke open three-pointer from the left wing, no good from Schulte. Rebound underneath Winfield. Schulte's going to take another one. This one clangs off the backboard. Rebound Winfield underneath, shot no good for Westhoff, but he was fouled. It's going to go against Mayfield.
That'll be the first on Kane. Team second, minute 54 to go in the first.
8-4 is our score. Free throws coming. First one on the way and good for Colin Westhoff. Second one rims out, no good. Rebound Louisiana underneath Mayfield. Mayfield pushes up the far side of the court to Reese. Now to Mooney, top of the key. Landon Brown into the game. He'll get it to Geschwinder, standing on the center circle. Minute and a half left here, first quarter of play, 8-5. Louisiana on top by 3. Mooney has it to Reese. Reese drives to the free throw line, hangs in the air, tough shot, off the mark, it won't go. Rebound's tipped and run down by Capel. Outlet pass to Schulte to the baseline, three-pointer Westhoff, pump fake, shot on the way, it's short. Rebound Reese. Reese runs left side of the lane, has it tipped away and stolen. Back the other direction, Schulte, end-to-end action. Bounce pass intended for Schulte, too far, out of bounds. Louisiana maintains. Reese will take a seat on the bench. Jalen Reese takes his place. Louisiana, a little 2-2-1, three-quarter court pressure across the timeline. Geschwinder gets it in the corner. He's in the double team. Rainbow cross court to Reese. Nice job tipping it to Brown. Brown to Reese in the corner. Inlet pass to Mayfield. He spins off the glass. It won't go. Rebound underneath, controlled by Winfield. Outlet pass up the right side. Running the court is Burke. Burke in the lane. Nice Moo couldn't get the shot to go. Going to have a foul on the rebound.
Goes on White, his second.
32 seconds left, 8-5 Louisiana, first quarter, nearing its close. Jalen Reese has it. Mooney in the backcourt. Gets it across the timeline, dumps it to the baseline. Geschwinder into the double team. Jump ball call. Possession arrow is going to give it to Winfield.
20.5 on the clock. Still a three-point game. Very low-scoring first quarter.
It's 2 times in a row that Louisiana, that 2-2-1 pressure has kind of forced Louisiana into the offensive corner into a double team. 14 ticks left. With the ball is Burke with 10. Left wing, three-pointer on the way. It rims out, no good with 7. Rebound Louisiana. Into the near court, Geschwinder. Three-quarter court shot. It won't go as time runs out in the first quarter. 8-5 is our score after 1. Back with more after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, People's Bank and Trust, and Pepsi.
Hi, this is Shelley Clucky with Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We appreciate the value of working hard and making sure you've taken steps to make sure you're prepared for whatever comes your direction. Best wishes to all of our area athletes for another amazing season from myself and Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the Square in Bowling Green.
Eagles Bluff Golf Course in Clarksville is a locally owned public course, available for play 7 days a week. For more information, call, visit, or go online to eaglesbluffgolf.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwalader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
1 period in the books. Louisiana on top 8-5 over Winfield. And again, Louisiana's played a nice quarter. It's a low-scoring game. Winfield hasn't shot a high percentage from the floor, but they've been forced into a lot of outside shots. Even most of those have been contested, and just a nice start for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, this is one of the smaller Winfield teams we've seen over the years, but they've still got the shooters, and they just haven't heated up yet here, their first game in this gym.
Mayfield, hook shot from 8. It's just a little bit short. Rebound underneath comes to Keel. Outlet pass up the left wing to Capel. Capel guarded by Mayfield, top of the key. Dribbles to his right, gets it to Schulte. All the way across court for Giebert. Behind the back dribble, into the paint. Elbow jump shot from the right. It rims out for Giebert. Rebound underneath by Louisiana, stolen away. Winfield gets it back. Driving baseline under the basket. Bounce pass, strip, stolen away. Back the other direction, pushing into the near court, Louisiana. All the way to the glass and in for Reese. That's Javon Reese. He's got 4 on the night. Got a foul. Shot was missed. We're going to get a Louisiana player, Mayfield. That's his second.
That's not good. Want to keep him out of trouble. He's been too good defensively.
And that'll send Capel to the line with a pair of free throws. First one's on the mark. 10-6, just underway. Second period of play and semifinal number 1 of the 29th Clopton Invitational Basketball Tournament. Capel makes them both.
So as a team, 75% for Winfield to start the game. Louisiana, a very small sample size, 1 of 2, 50%.
Griffith into the near court, bounce pass right side, Reese. Reese back to Griffith, top of the key. He drives, hanging in the air from the free throw line. It won't go. Rebound, Winfield. That was Schulte. Has a man on the baseline, wasn't ready for it, was Keel. Couldn't handle the pass, kicks it back outside. Giebert loses it, ball's loose. And it runs all the way out of bounds underneath the Louisiana basket, last touched by the Bulldogs, so Winfield will inbounds from the Louisiana end of the court. Keel triggers and gets it to Burke. He'll walk it across the timeline with no pressure. Griffith picks up the defense there. Needs to be careful. Very aggressive defense. Three-pointer on the way. Giebert rims out, no good. Rebound, Reese. Reese picks up his dribble in the backcourt. Gets it across to Griffith. Across the timeline. He has Brown on his right. Jalen Reese in the corner. Capel with the defense. Reese drives, draws the foul on Capel.
Yeah, it's got a little handsy with him.
Timeout on the floor. Winfield wants to talk it over. We'll step aside as well. Back with more after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Community State Bank of Missouri, Shireman Memorials, and Mike Ingram Plumbing.
Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green is right here for you and your family. The Hannibal Regional Medical Group team of primary care providers are ready to help guide you on your path to better health. To schedule an appointment, just call 573-324-2241. Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
Timeout winding down here. Louisiana cheerleaders on the court. Both squads still huddled. There's the buzzer. They'll be coming out shortly. And our score is 10-7, Mark, here just a couple minutes into the second quarter. And so far you have to think that this game's being played at the pace Louisiana wants to play it.
Yeah, there've been a few empty possessions. The shot selection hasn't been great, but they are still leading. They're up by 3 points, and you got to like the position they're in against the top seed.
Griffith to Jalen Reese in the corner. Back to Griffith. Dribbles to the right. Into the paint. Spins. Gets his man in the air. Shot off the glass. Won't go. Good look. Rebound fought for and controlled by Winfield. Outlet pass up the right side to Burke. Between the leg dribble. Baseline pass for Capel. Griffith with the defense. Driving into the paint. Off the glass. And in, they're going to say he stepped on the sideline or a foul beforehand.
Foul before the shot on Donnell Griffith, his second.
Well, you got Griffith and Mayfield both with two.
Westhoff comes back in for Gabert.
Set to trigger is Schulte. Gets it to Gabert or to Westhoff. He knocks down the three from the corner, and we're tied at 10. That's Winfield's first three of the night. Reese, right side for Javon Reese. He holds it high, gets it back to Jalen, out near midcourt. Javon drives baseline, cross-court pass for Brown, top of the key. Jalen Reese, he spins, gets it to Brown, thinks about the three, passes it up, drives baseline. His shot's too strong from 8 feet. Ahead of the pack with numbers, running baseline. Pass too far, but run down by Winfield. They'll set up. Driving to the basket. Shot off the glass and in. I believe that was Schulte with the bucket. And Winfield has their first lead of the night, 12-10. Brown, he gets it to Griffith, right side for Reese. Reese stops. Long three-pointer on the way. Too strong, no good. Landon Brown is going to pick up the personal foul on the rebound.
Yeah, he went to tie it up and got a little too into the Winfield player.
So Mayfield and Griffith are both on the field on the court for Louisiana, playing with 2 fouls. Jalen and Javon Reese, along with Geschwinder, are your 5 for Louisiana. Halfway through the second period, Winfield in the near court with it. Top of the key, Schulte. Schulte gets it left side for Capel. Back to Schulte. Bounce pass, got a personal foul underneath. That one's going to go against Jalen Reese.
That's the 4th foul of the quarter already against Louisiana.
So Schulte, he triggers. Westhoff gets it back top of the key for Burke. Left wing, Schulte. Dribbles to the elbow, dumps it to the baseline. Shot off the glass, going to call a foul there. See who that's going to go against. That's 14. I was afraid of that. That's Mayfield's third.
Yeah, we won't see him again for a while.
Jericho Olson's set to check in. First foul shot on the way. It's off the mark, no good for Capel. So he now is 2 of 3. White back in. Keel to the bench. Capel's foul shot, second one's good. 13-10. Timeout on the floor, this time taken by Louisiana. We'll be back with more Clopton Tournament basketball after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Advanced Physical Therapy, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, People's Savings Bank, and Lynn's Heritage House.
Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza has fire baked pizza for everyone. Now you have multiple ways to get your favorite meal. You can call 573-324-4444 or go online to backdoorbrickoven.com and DoorDash will deliver it. While on the website, browse through all the meal options, including your healthier choices, like a crustless pizza, a 12-inch cauliflower crust, or a salad. Remember, Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza is a great gathering place for all your parties as well. Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza, Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
Winfield on an 8-0 run. They trail 10-5. As Olson misses the bunny.
Yeah, everyone on Louisiana is trying to get it in without using that backboard. That was a layup, and he shot it over the rim.
Yeah, he had a 3-footer and tried to just go over the front iron, and you had the glass there.
It's got directions. It's got a map on it. Put it off that square, it's going to be a bucket.
Winfield has it tipped away. Griffith ahead of the pack with in the clear, lays it off the glass and in. Donnell Griffith cuts the lead to 1. Quick hands by Louisiana created the turnover. 13-12, 2 minutes, 48 seconds left. Winfield in the near court is Capel. He dribbles out, top of the key to the right baseline. Westhoff hit one from there, hits another. Same spot, right baseline, 16-12. The lead is 4. Reese thinks about the 3. Slows it down, now dribbles into the paint. He hangs his shot. It goes. Score the basket in the foul. Javon Reese gets the bucket and will have a chance at an and 1.
2:19 to go in the first half. This could make it a 1-point game.
Second foul on Capel.
Fouls are 5-2 in the quarter, so Winfield going to be shooting free throws for the rest of the half.
The and 1 is good. Reese converts. He's got 7 on the night. The lead is 1, 16-15 Winfield. Across the timeline, far side for White. Stands in front of the opposite bench. He turns it over. Reese gets it. He hangs in the air. His shot off the glass. It won't go. Louisiana had 3 defenders, couldn't get the rebound. Now Winfield with numbers the other direction. Baseline pass too far. Winfield has to reset. Left wing beyond 3, Schulte. He dribbles in against Griffith. Griffith picks his pocket. He comes the other direction. He's running loose down the right side. He lays it off the glass and in. That's 4 on the night for Griffith. And it's 17-16. Ball stolen again. Griffith has it. He leans in, can't get it to go. Rebound. Louisiana gets it back. 1:29 to play. Griffith, top of the key for Reese. Reese picks up his dribble. Louisiana resets. Jalen Reese triggers to the right side beyond 3 for Geschwinder. Geschwinder to Griffith, 1:16 to play. Second quarter, Louisiana on top, 17-16.
Oop, he slipped.
He did, tipped out of bounds. Griffith was going in for a little shot from about 8 feet and slipped, and the ball went out of bounds. Substitutions.
Out is Brady Capel. Into the ball game, Caleb Keel.
So Burke will bring it across the timeline. Geschwinder picks up the defense there. Under a minute to play, second quarter. Winfield has the ball, trailing by a point, 17-16. Into the paint, Westhoff now kicks it left side. Head and shoulder fake for Schulte. Hanging in the air from the left baseline from about 10, that's Schulte. He knocks it down. He's got 4 on the night, and Winfield has a 1-point lead. Louisiana has the ball in the near court as we approach the 32nd mark of the second quarter. And Louisiana wants to talk about it and draw up a play here to end the second quarter. We'll take a short break as well. Back with more after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Noah Builders, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Heart Care Chiropractic Center.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Eagle 102 Sports coverage brought to you all season long by State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
Pretty good first half mark so far, 18-17. Louisiana down by a point, and they'll have the ball with about 30 seconds left here to try and take the lead going into half.
Yeah, a lot tighter than maybe the pundits thought it would be. Good job by Louisiana not getting down when Winfield pulled ahead. They've been neck and neck ever since.
So Mooney will inbounds. He gets it to Griffith. Griffith, Mooney, A.J. Geschwinder, Olson, and Javon Reese. Mooney left wing for Griffith. He looks to Geschwinder. Back to Griffith with 17. Griffith looks to drive, loses the handle, but gets it back out to Mooney, who almost lost it out of bounds. 10 seconds. Louisiana's got time. Good job, A.J. Check the clock. 5 seconds. Long three-pointer on the way and good! Donnell Griffith at the buzzer. Louisiana with the 20-18 lead. Back with the Eagle 102 halftime report after this.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by William Watson Hotel and Watson 1838, J. Roberts Jewelers, Wood Smoked Meats, and Hayden's Motorsports.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up.
Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza has fire baked pizza for everyone. Now you have multiple ways to get your favorite meal. You can call 573-324-4444 or go online to backdoorbrickoven.com and DoorDash will deliver it. While on the website, browse through all the meal options, including your healthier choices, like a crustless pizza, a 12-inch cauliflower crust, or a salad. Remember, Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza is a great gathering place for all your parties as well. Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza, Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Hi, this is Patrick Cuppy, Assistant Rehab Director and Physical Therapist at PCMH Outpatient Physical Therapy. Since beginning to work for Pike County Memorial Hospital in 2012, I've had the privilege of getting to know many of you and would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for their support. I invite those of you who are suffering from muscle or joint pain to schedule a complimentary screening in order to determine if physical therapy can aid in your recovery. Please choose Pike County Memorial Hospital for all of your physical therapy needs. In Bowling Green, call 324-3105. In Louisiana, call 560-5530.
Central State Bank's team takes the time to understand your unique needs and goals. Join thousands of satisfied customers and experience the personal touch and professional service that set them apart. Visit one of the convenient locations in Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Kinderhook, Quincy, and Clayton. Central State Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Mike Henry Excavating has served Pike, Lincoln, and Warren counties for over 15 years, providing excellent service and a job well done. Offering a large selection of services such as demolition work, septic systems, water lines, footings, gutter drain services, and more, all at an affordable cost. Check out MikeHenryExcavating.com for more information on services and scheduling. Best of luck to area teams this sports season. From Mike Henry Excavating in Silex.
Eagle 102 Sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest End, and People's Savings Bank.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM.
We are at the half, 20-18, Louisiana on top of Winfield, the number 1 seed by 2. As I mentioned, 20-18, and really a very good half for Louisiana. They played. You mentioned it a couple times in the first couple of quarters. They just were in control. They weren't. They pushed the issue, but they weren't running down the court and losing control of the basketball. And they got some pretty good looks inside, and that was kind of their goal. You could tell is to get the ball inside, and they were able to convert.
Well, and they're playing faster than the guards for Winfield right now, and they've created a lot of turnovers out at the point, and gotten a fast break, 2-on-0, 3-on-1, and it's led to a lot of points. What hasn't really been as effective is when the Bulldogs get into their offense. The longer the possession, it seems like it's going to end up in a shot that either goes over the rim or bounces high off the rim. And so far, Winfield's been able to control the rebounds, and that allowed them to get back in the game. But that 3 by Donnell Griffith there right before the buzzer puts Louisiana ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned the rebounds, and their half-court set it. The times, especially when Louisiana has had to settle for something, a jump shot at or beyond the arc, they've had 4 guys on the perimeter and 1 guy underneath, and there's been really no contest for the rebounds. Obviously, when they're driving the lane, you've got some more players, and they've done a little bit better job. But I thought the defensive end, Winfield hasn't been able to get anything going inside to speak of. Done a nice job, and with the exception of Westhoff, who hit 2 baseline right 3-pointers. That's the only outside shots that they've made. So good first half for Louisiana, and Winfield has done what they needed to do, keep themselves in it, and we'll have a couple of quarters to move on to the championship as well.
A 2-point lead for the Dogs after 2 against the number 1 seed, and wouldn't that be something if both the Dogs and Lady Dogs were in the championship games the next 2 nights?
Absolutely. But we'll come back and give you a full scoring breakdown on the first half. This is the Eagle 102 halftime report.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Service and Supply Co-op of Bowling Green, Buchanan Excavating, Ackles Farm Market, and Bill Allen Auction Service.
Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza has fire baked pizza for everyone. Now you have multiple ways to get your favorite meal. You can call 573-324-4444 or go online to backdoorbrickoven.com and DoorDash will deliver it. While on the website, browse through all the meal options, including your healthier choices, like a crustless pizza, a 12-inch cauliflower crust, or a salad. Remember, Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza is a great gathering place for all your parties as well. Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza, Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
It's a new year, a fresh start for a lot of things. But here's a question to kick things off. When's the last time your online bank supported your community? If your bank doesn't have a front door, it probably isn't supporting local schools, charities, or small businesses. At People's Savings Bank, your money stays right here, helping the community you live in grow. This year, make a local choice and bank with people who live here too. People's Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We have a simple formula at Shelter Insurance. Provide personalized coverage at great rates, with local agents to help you choose the coverage you need. And if the unexpected happens, fulfill our promise to be there when you need us most. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Contact me, affiliate agent Kayla Henderson or Brent Brandstetter in Bowling Green. We're your shelter agents for auto, home, and life.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
20-18 Louisiana at the half. Scoring breaks down as follows. For Winfield, Camden Burke has a bucket. 3 points, all from the foul stripe for Brady Capel. He's 3 of 4. 2 points for Luke White, single bucket in the first quarter. 7 leading the Warriors for Colin Westhoff. Had a single free throw in the first quarter, 2 triples in the second, and 4 points for Schulte. For Louisiana, 2 points for Kane Mayfield. He was on the bench at the end of the second quarter with 3 fouls. 4 points for A.J. Geschwinder, and 7 each for Javon Reese and Donnell Griffith. That's your scoring update. We'll take our last break of the halftime report. Back with third quarter play-by-play after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by DC Septic and Drain, Central Elevator, your Purina dealer, DG Firearms, and Randy's Jewelry.
The Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast in Louisiana offers inviting guest rooms, each with its own unique character and historic charm. Call or book online at theeaglesnestinbb.com.
When it's time to honor your loved ones, trust the experience and care of Shireman Memorials. With decades of experience, Jason's team will help you create a memorial that your family will be proud of for generations. Visit Shireman Memorials today at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield, where memories are carved to last.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicky Cadwalader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
Well, third quarter, about a minute and a half away. Both teams on the court warming up, and kind of talked about the keys to the game. You know, I'd mentioned taking care of the basketball. I thought Louisiana did a pretty good job of taking care of the basketball. Really, I think the rebounding that you mentioned hurt them more than the turnovers. And Winfield,
absolutely.
Winfield did not do a good job taking care of the basketball.
No, and that's a lot to do with the guard play from Louisiana on the defensive end. Over in the other gym, Rodney, they're about 3 minutes behind us, so they're also at the half. And Wright City leads Mark Twain after 2, 30-22. So an 8-point lead for the Wright City Wildcats as they try and stave off elimination in this tournament against the Mark Twain Tigers.
A couple things going forward. For Louisiana, you got Kane Mayfield with 3 fouls, Donnell Griffith with 2. You may survive one of those guys being in foul trouble, but you certainly wouldn't. It would be hard pressed to survive both of them. Capel, I believe the only Warrior with more than 1 foul. He's got 2.
White also has 2.
White has 2. Yep, I see the mark there. 4 of 6 from the line, so Winfield was able to get to the stripe a little bit better than Louisiana. The Bulldogs, 2 of 3, only took 3 shots, and kind of thought maybe as much as they were trying to get it inside, they'd get a few more cracks at the line, but nonetheless, only 3 attempts. So,
and one of those trips to the hoop resulted in an offensive foul for Louisiana as well. So
That's true. Well, the teams switch it around, so Winfield will be moving right to left, Louisiana left to right. Warriors get the ball to begin play. Tossed into the backcourt for Burke. He comes near court. Geschwinder picks up the defense. Just underway, third quarter. Top of the key for Keel. Left wing for Westhoff. Keel guarded by Griffith. Back top of the key for Capel. Winfield doesn't have a lot of offensive movement away from the ball.
No.
Keel looks to dump it down low. And shots up, and that's going to be
I think it's going to be on Javon, his first.
Not a good possession by Winfield. The ball kind of bounced away, and that the Louisiana defender went to the ball, and that gave
a little bailout to the Warriors.
A little bit of a bailout plus the foul. Foul shot bricks long for Capel. There's just not much movement away from the ball. They're throwing it around the perimeter, and there's a reason they're not going to get anybody open inside if they're not moving the ball. Misses them both. Capel does. Rebound Reese ahead of the pack behind the defense, Geschwinder, but he backs it out. Picks up his dribble in the corner, gets it to Reese. Reese has Mooney between the circles, but he puts it on the floor. Now Mooney gets it left side, Griffith. Griffith holds it high to the baseline for Geschwinder on the left side, top of the key. Into the paint. Reese, Griffith thinks about it. Now drives in the paint. Off the glass and in. Score the basket, Donnell Griffith. And the foul
He's up to 9 points. He can make it 10 here with this free throw. Foul was on number 11, Caleb Keel, his first.
Donnell can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Louisiana, but
Kane lost it off his foot.
Yeah, Mayfield pulled the rebound down and just dribbled it off his toe. So Winfield gets it, 22-18, a minute into the third quarter of play. Keel crosses the timeline, guarded by Reese. Entry pass now, top of the key, wide open three-pointer, no good from Westhoff. Rebound underneath, controlled by Geschwinder.
Good tip back rebound to AJ, and he's able to track it down in the corner.
Reese gets it across the timeline to Griffith. Griffith, defense by Keel, slows down, directs traffic. They're going to call, well, Reese and White got tied up, and they've called an offensive foul.
Pretty
Reese. Pretty rough there. I don't know. They've got it on Quincy Mooney, but it was on, he said 4, not 24. Winfield has it. Capel into the paint. He spins. He leans in, kicks it back out beyond 3 for White. White to the left baseline is Keel. He dribbles, now top of the key, Westhoff. Right wing, Burke. Burke puts it on the floor, drives baseline, cut off by Geschwinder. Backs it back out for Keel. He slows down to the right side for Burke. Burke drives to the elbow right, kicks it top of the key, three-pointer. It rims out, no good for Keel. Louisiana with the rebound. Geschwinder comes away with it.
Bulldogs doing a lot better job on the glass here to start the second half.
Into the corner, Mooney, three-pointer on the way, too strong. Rebound fought for, underneath and pulled out of there by Westhoff. Winfield pushes to the near court. Westhoff, another three-pointer, leans into this one and gets it to go from the top of the key. Westhoff has 3. Mooney, nice pass. Reese, off the glass and in traffic. Javon Reese, very much in control. Went between the defenders and scored the basket, 24-21, 5:10 to play, third quarter. Back the other direction into the near court. Keel, off the glass and in. And Keel gets the bucket. Griffith pushes into the near court, gets it ahead of the pack. Geschwinder takes the 3, right wing. It's good! A.J. Geschwinder has 7 on the night. 27-23. Bounce pass on the ground, loose. And Winfield gets it back. Good hustle by Louisiana to disrupt the passing lanes. Westhoff guarded by Griffith. Be careful. Westhoff into the paint. He leans, shot off over the front iron and good for Westhoff. Reese off the glass. It's good. Javon Reese.
Good job by the Bulldogs to avoid a travel there. A couple of them, the ball was just a little behind them. They were able to make the adjustment.
Westhoff thinks about the 3, guarded by Griffith. Top of the key for Keel. Into the baseline. Westhoff gets it back. Left wing. Bricks. No good. Rebound underneath Mooney. Good job of position. Mooney pushes into the near court. He gets it to Reese. He drives baseline. His shot off the glass and in. Javon Reese with 6 here in the third quarter. Three-pointer, right wing on the way. Too strong, no good. Rebound underneath Louisiana. Ahead of the pack, right side. Geschwinder hangs. His shot off the glass and in. That's Mayfield actually with the bucket. He's got 4 on the night. 33-25. Camden Burke crosses the timeline. Reese picks up the defense.
Well, a little mugging there. They're going to get Javon Reese, and that's his 3rd foul. So he'll come out into the ball game, Landon Brown.
Well, you hate to see that, just to reach in 25 feet from the basket. No reason for that.
And it was just enough to knock the Winfield player over. He felt the contact and became a limp noodle.
Yeah. Keel will trigger. Keel gets it back on the block. Ball's tipped. Winfield gets it back. That's Capel. He gets it top of the key for Stephen Deese into the game. He hands off to Burke. Now to Keel. Launches a three-pointer left wing. It's no good. Rebound tipped. Fought for and controlled by Winfield. Back to the baseline. Ball's on the ground. Stripped away by Louisiana. Foul's going to go against Capel. That's going to be 3 on Brady.
Schulte right back off the bench. And a timeout taken by the Warriors, who trail Louisiana in the third. 2:59 to go. 33-25. Dogs lead in the Clopton tournament on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Bolin Chevrolet, Adams Plumbing and Electrical, and Sun Window Company.
Ackles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey, while there stock up on homegrown fruits and vegetables as well. Open every day, 9 to 7. Ackles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 between Louisiana and Pittsfield.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
33-25, Louisiana has the ball in an 8-point lead, 2 minutes and 55 seconds to play in the third period.
Wright City's leading the other gym down to 2 over Mark Twain, 32-17 with 5 and a quarter to go.
Turnover leads to a run-out layup on the other end for Winfield. That was Burke with the bucket. Brown gets it. Geschwinder launches a three from the left side. It's just a little bit short. Rebounds fought for underneath and ripped out of there by Capel. Capel outlet pass to Burke. Burke comes across the timeline with the left-handed dribble. Into the paint, shot a little bit too strong. Goes back beyond three. This one's no good either. Rebound underneath, fought for. We're going to have a tie-up.
Oh, they're going to call a foul.
It's going to go against Jalen Reese. That tough call there for Jalen.
Yeah, that could have gone either way.
Well, yeah, that's on Jalen. Winfield gets the ball in. Deese now kicks it to the baseline with the ball for Schulte. He puts it on the floor, picks up his dribble. Baseline inside the arc for Schulte. Schulte gets it back, top of the key, Burke. Burke directs traffic, 1:56 to play in the third. Right side for Deese. To the free throw line, Capel. Capel into the paint, kicks it back outside, Schulte. He puts the hook shot. Yeah.
Traveled.
I thought he traveled before he got into the paint, but they're going to blow the whistle once he took an extra step in the paint. Waves off the basket.
I don't think it went down anyway.
It didn't. Louisiana in the backcourt. Geschwinder to Reese. He puts it on the floor. He was driving to the basket, but that's the third foul on the team in the third quarter. I think they're going to say before the basket. Mayfield gets it to Reese. Into the corner, Geschwinder, three-pointer. It's good! A.J. Geschwinder, that's his third of the night. 36-27, the lead is 9. Layup back the other direction. Good transition by Winfield and Capel. In the backcourt, Brown pushes near court. Reese breaks the pressure. His shot off the glass, it won't go. Rebound, weak side, falls into the hands of Capel. Outlet pass, Burke running to the lane, cut off there by Jalen Reese. He fakes, his shot off the glass, it won't go.
They could have called a charge on that one, the way he threw himself in and ended up taking Landon Brown out.
Well, this time they do call a held ball on the floor in the ensuing scrum, but yeah, that was the offensive player. Burke was just a little out of control. Didn't whistle him for the foul, but Louisiana gets it on the possession arrow. Under a minute to play. Louisiana has the ball, leading by 7. Geschwinder in the backcourt. Gets it to Jalen Reese. Cross-court pass intended for Javon Reese. Tipped away. Controlled by Winfield. Schulte to the near court. Picks up his dribble to the baseline. Deese. Schulte gets it back. Dribbles to the lane. His shot off the glass. It won't go. Rebound Mayfield. Head of the pass. Pack Brown running left side. Kicks it to the baseline. Three-pointer on the way from the corner. That one's short. Rebound Mayfield. His shot off the glass won't go, but whistle into foul.
28.8 seconds to go in the third quarter. Dogs by 7. Chance to extend that here with free throws for Kane Mayfield.
Mayfield spins it, shoots it, looks a little strong. Rims out long.
Louisiana 0 for 2 in the quarter.
Mayfield tries to improve on that percentage. This one looks long also. Landon Brown lucky he didn't get a foul there as he missed them both. Deese gets it, runs it down in the corner before it goes out of bounds. With the ball is Schulte. Giebert to the baseline. Big man there. Rowland couldn't convert. Louisiana with the rebound. Reese draws it back out. Reese launches a three, top of the key. It's on the way off the mark. At the end of the third quarter, a good one for Louisiana, 36-29. Back with the fourth after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Center Locker Service, Custom Works Salon and Tanning, JJ's Taco Burger and Donuts, and Kearns Construction.
Lynn's Heritage House, your home for affordable and home-like senior living, is perfect for independent seniors or those needing assistance with daily activities. If you or someone you know is ready for a retirement home or needs care from a hospital stay or surgery, call Lynn's to set up a tour and visit soon. Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane, Louisiana.
Count on Adams Plumbing and Electrical in Bowling Green to get the job done right. Locally owned, licensed, and insured with free estimates you can trust. Call 573-470-6215 for your repair and installation experts. Adams Plumbing and Electrical.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
We got the Hawk in the house.
The Hawk is in the house.
The Hawk looks shorter this year. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's a baby hawk.
Maybe. 36-29, Louisiana. Very good quarter, outscored Winfield 16-11. 0 for 3 from the line for Louisiana, 0 for 2 for Winfield. Winfield starts things off in the fourth corner. Burke drives. Griffith with the defense, kicks it back up top of the key. Westhoff to Burke. Left wing. Top of the key for Keel. Whistle and a travel against Schulte. Unforced error gives it over to Louisiana.
Down to a minute 10 to go in the other gym, and now Wright City back to a 5-point lead, 39-34.
Brown has it, thinks about the three. He's in trouble. Needs to get a timeout. Well, the ball's tipped out of bounds. Fortunate for Louisiana that it stays with the Dogs. They'll inbounds in front of their own bench. Landon Brown will get it in for Reese. Jalen Reese. Griffith puts it on the ground, picks up his dribble. Jalen Reese, top of the key. Directs traffic. Left wing for Griffith. To Brown. Now Louisiana's gone a little stagnant with the movement. Griffith takes it to the glass. Good luck, couldn't get it to go. Rebound Winfield. Into the near court with the ball is Capel. Capel picks up his dribble into the corner for Westhoff. Back for Keel, all the way around for Burke. He dribbles into the paint.
Oh, that's a pretty light one on Jalen Reese.
Yeah, that was a real tough foul there.
They've called it pretty tight.
Three-pointer Westhoff. This one's too strong. Rebound Louisiana. Jalen Reese pushes into the near court. Into Burke. His shot off the glass won't go. No whistle. What do we say? They haven't indicated who gets the ball yet. Looks like it's going to stay with Louisiana underneath their own basket. Had a lot of contact there. I think both teams were expecting some kind of a foul or a whistle. Jalen Reese to inbounds. He puts it in the air, gets it back in the corner. Back to Landon Brown. Right side for Griffith. He's guarded by Schulte. Jalen Reese for Brown. He's guarded there by Capel. Louisiana just pitches and catches around the top of the key. Griffith, nice move. Bounce pass for Reese. Couldn't corral it. He runs it down in the corner. Cross-court pass for Brown. Brown drives, gets his man in the air. Shot won't go. Rebound fought for, put back up and in for Reese. That's Javon Reese. 15 on the night, 8 in the second half, 2 in the fourth quarter. 38-29. Back the other direction.
He traveled, yeah.
Another travel. That's
Schulte again.
Yeah, his second travel in as many possessions. Mooney triggers. He has Reese and Griffith in the backcourt. 2-2-1 full court pressure, which Louisiana's been doing a nice job of breaking. They get it into the near court. Geschwinder. Baseline cut off. Back to Griffith. Head and shoulder fake. Bounce pass. What a give and go. That's Mayfield with the assist from Griffith. Lays it off the left side of the glass and in, and the lead is 11. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well. Back with more after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, People's Bank and Trust, and Pepsi.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
40-29 in the fourth quarter. Louisiana on top of the 1-seed Winfield Warriors by 11, and the Bulldogs have started in the fourth quarter right where they left off in the third.
And now they can't get too full of themselves. They've got to keep playing the defense they've been playing, not to get too fancy on the offensive end. So far that hasn't happened, but as those minutes tick away, you start feeling the pressure of that clock a little bit.
After the timeout, Winfield gets it. Burke circles around into the backcourt, picks up the loose ball. So the Warriors find themselves down by 11 with 5 minutes and 40 seconds left to play. Stolen away, Mooney. Stepped into the passing lane, cuts to Griffith cutting, shot off the glass, won't go.
They're going to say it's against the Bulldogs.
Who'd they call that on?
I don't think they called a foul.
Might have said Mooney stepped on the sideline, but boy, that was an awful late whistle for that. I don't really know what happened there.
That or a travel.
Nice look that time. Luke White finds himself all alone on the left block. He knocks down the bucket. Cuts the lead to single digits. Mooney to Geschwinder. Geschwinder around traffic. He dribbles. He's cut off. Gets it top of the key for Griffith. Griffith looks to drive.
And that's a nice job. Just keep going back toward the net. Good things are going to happen. That's the third foul on Luke White.
Geschwinder triggers. Underneath for Mayfield. Mayfield to Reese, nearly picked off. Reese in the paint, Euro step, shots blocked, rebound up and good. Kane Mayfield gets the putback.
Way to follow his teammate and pick him up after that block.
Back the other way, too easy. Basket and the foul, it's going to go against Griffith. Picked up 2 early ones, I believe that's only his third.
Yeah. 4:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Dogs by 9.
Capel, that's 2 possessions in a row where Louisiana's given up an easy look at the glass. Capel a chance to make this lead 8. Front iron, back iron glass and good. So it's 34-42. Mooney gets it across into the baseline for Griffith. Unforced error. Griffith loses it out of bounds. Turnover. Gives it back to Winfield.
Just looked up as that pass was going, tried to figure out his path to the net, and it's past him and out of bounds.
So Burke passes it across the timeline for Keel. Keel back to Burke. Baseline drives into the paint. Tough shot, no good. Missed by Capel, out of bounds. Last touch by Winfield. Good defense and not picking up the foul by Louisiana there.
Absolutely. Over in the other gym, as we'll get that update when we come back from this timeout. 42-34, Louisiana leads Winfield in the semifinals of the Clopton Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Community State Bank of Missouri, Shireman Memorials, and Mike Ingram Plumbing.
Discover one of Illinois' best-kept historic treasures, the William Watson Hotel in downtown Pittsfield. Built in 1838 and visited by Abraham Lincoln during his travels as a circuit lawyer, the Watson Hotel in Pittsfield offers beautifully restored rooms with timeless character and modern comfort. Downstairs, enjoy a memorable meal at Watson 1838, a full-service restaurant serving perfectly grilled steaks to comfort food favorites. Every meal is made to satisfy. History, hospitality, and hometown flavor all in one place. The William Watson Hotel on the Square in Pittsfield.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest Inn, and People's Savings Bank.
42-34, Louisiana. Now Winfield comes out and a little more aggressive. Pressure. Dribbling through it is Griffith. Into the near court. Left wing Mooney. Baseline. Geschwinder holds it high above his head. Rainbow for Griffith. He runs it down top of the key. And Louisiana resets. Donnell picked up his dribble. Gets it to Reese. Back to Griffith. Mooney, Geschwinder, Mayfield, Reese, and Donnell Griffith. He's guarded by Gibbard. Bounce pass Mayfield. Back to Griffith.
Nice.
Nothing out of control about this possession until Donnell dribbled it off his foot. He gets it back, but it's still loose. And tipped out of bounds by Winfield, so Louisiana will have it. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in this game. Louisiana has the ball and an 8-point lead.
Someone needs to go to the backcourt. There we go.
Reese triggers to Griffith. He puts it on his hip. Nobody's guarding him, so he just lets a couple of ticks run. Gabert's going to pick up the foul.
His second.
That was not much there either.
No.
Just the team second in the fourth quarter.
Both teams with 2 fouls.
So Reese will trigger. Needs to get somebody. Tough shot. Griffith takes it. Shot off the glass. Going to whistle Donnell with a travel there. I didn't see that. Nonetheless, doesn't matter what I saw. Substitution coming in as Westhoff.
Look for him.
Gabert to the bench.
He's drained 3 threes in this game, so keep it a hand in his face.
So Burke picks it up, crosses the timeline on the far side of the court, guarded by Geschwinder. Burke into the baseline, Westhoff. Nice defense by Griffith. Didn't let him get off the easy three. Nearly thrown away. Running it down is Burke.
Oh.
Good quick hands by Geschwinder, but they're going to get AJ with the foul.
Yeah, he made contact trying to go around him to pick up the loose ball. It wasn't the swipe. I think it was the contact there. Silex folks are all sitting where Clopton folks usually do, behind the bench.
Keel drives, swatted, maybe partially blocked. Reese right there for the rebound. Good defense without picking up the foul. Into the near court, Mooney, baseline for Geschwinder. 42-34, 2:54 to play, fourth quarter of play. Timeout on the floor taken by Louisiana. We'll come back after this break and listen to more of the fourth quarter on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Advanced Physical Therapy, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, People's Savings Bank, and Lynn's Heritage House.
Hi, this is Brock Mitchell, and I am a physical therapist with Advanced Physical Therapy in Bowling Green. At Advanced Physical Therapy, we treat everything from sports injuries to work rehabilitation, arthritis, and post-surgical rehabilitation. This includes spinal care, balance issues, and vestibular treatment. You have a choice when it comes to physical therapy, and we hope you choose Advanced Physical Therapy. Conveniently located across from Bowling Green High School on Business 61. Call us today to schedule your next physical therapy appointment at 573-324-6079.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, Pike County Memorial Hospital and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Geschwinder off the break, out of the timeout, lays it off the left side of the glass and in, and the lead is 10. A.J. Geschwinder having a nice night.
Yes, he is. The Bulldogs having a nice night. Ooh.
Touch foul. Gabert shoots from the right elbow. They're going to get Mooney. No.
That's right.
Yeah, I thought he said 23. That's Johnny Miller. He's not on the floor. That's Mooney's first. First foul shot by Gebert. No good.
Now you got to get the board. Two pretty good rebounders down low in Reese and Mayfield.
Oh, second shot's good. So the lead is 9. Mooney dribbles through the timeline to Landon Brown, runs down a pass. Top of the key, Mooney, baseline. Geschwinder launches a 3. It's good! A.J. Geschwinder knocks down the triple, left him unguarded. He's had 4 of those tonight. Ball's loose, tipped out of bounds, last touch by Winfield.
Oh, wow.
A.J. Geschwinder playing 1-on-2 defense caused the turnover. Louisiana by 11 with the ball, 2:15 to play here in the fourth quarter. Inching closer to a date at 4 o'clock Saturday in the championship game. Still work to be done.
Reach in foul or just go out of bounds?
I think they just said tipped out of bounds.
Okay.
Stays with Louisiana. Only ran 4 ticks off. Mooney will trigger. He's guarded by the taller White. Into the back court for Mayfield. Mayfield into the near court. Gets it to Griffith. Griffith dribbles. Oh, had a wide open cut to the basket, but he just didn't see it. He was looking to run some time.
I'm fine with that too.
And to Mooney. Back to Griffith. Griffith.
Yeah, they're going to have to start fouling at some point.
So that's the fourth. Still had 1 to give, and they're going to need to get Louisiana to the free throw line here pretty quick. Reese, he lays it off the glass. No good, but the foul. So Javon Reese, he's had 1 attempt from the line. He made it. He's going to have 2 coming here. That's the 4th foul on Luke White for Winfield.
They passed us up over in the other gym. 1:20 to go. It's Wright City 54, Mark Twain 47. So the Tigers need some buckets.
Well, the Bulldogs need to make their foul shots, and Reese missed the first one. Came in hot and flat. A 1:52 to play here. Second one's no good. Tipped back out. Reese gets the rebound. Mooney controls to Reese. Louisiana running some clock. 1:43. Reese to Griffith. Nearly threw it away. Does throw it away. But Reese gets it back.
Work out?
Unbelievable. Mooney hangs in the air. Shot off the glass. It won't go, but he's fouled. Mooney showing some nice hops there.
Yes, he is, and he's going to the line for his effort. A foul on Camden Burke, his first.
Well, need to make some foul shots here to salt this one away. That's 4 in a row, 5 in a row that they've missed now.
Yeah, they've yet to hit one in the second half. Oh,
still haven't hit one. Winfield gets this rebound. 1.5 minutes left. Ahead of the pack. Intercepted. Griffith skies. Bounce pass right side between Reese's legs. He runs it down, and Griffith gets it back. Has it stolen away. Winfield with 1:17 into the near court. Driving is Burke. It's blocked. Rebound Griffith. Griffith ahead for Reese. Reese. Bounce pass right side. Reverse layup and in for Kane Mayfield.
6 in the quarter, 10 in the game for Kane.
1 minute left. Winfield down by 13. Ball's loose, fought for. Louisiana runs it down. Mayfield gets it. Has it stolen back, and the shot off the glass and in.
That was Westhoff.
By Westhoff.
Thrown away and back 2. And wow, 5 fresh out there for the Warriors. And I think they just conceded. An 11-point lead for Louisiana with 42.4 seconds to go. And they put 5 new guys out there.
Winfield gets it in. Jump shot blocked by Reese. Rebound weak side by Mooney. And Mooney's going to be fouled.
We'll head down to the other end with 36.1 on the clock.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0 for 7 from the line in the second half is not how you drew it up. It'd be nice to see Quincy knock a couple in here just to kind of break the seal on that and get some good thoughts going into the championship game.
There you go.
And he does. He knocks it in. 49-37. Quincy makes them both. That's the way you want to see it done. Substitution for Louisiana as well. Mooney and Reese to the bench. Chidster comes in. Along with Landon Brown. With the dribble is Schulte. Schulte right side for Deese. Cole Shoemake picks up his dribble, gets it back. Free throw line jump shot on the way. It's no good. Shot missed by Schulte. Oop. Mayfield's tripped.
Yeah, just the shoe of Shoemake got in there.
Well,
13.6 seconds left. Sorry.
No, that's all right. Mayfield, he missed a couple in the third quarter, so it'd be nice for him to see a couple of free throws drop here as this one winds down. Louisiana going to play for the championship.
Yes, they are.
And Mayfield makes the first.
As Dono Griffith checks out. Landon Brown checks out.
Evan Kinchin checks in.
Johnny Miller.
Thought the official tried to give him a foul from the bench. Second foul shot no good. Rebound Rowland. Outlet pass to Schulte. 8 seconds left. Schulte. Left wing for Alex St. John. His shot from the free throw line. It rims in at the buzzer. Alex St. John caps this scoring. It's 51-39. That's our final. Louisiana will play for the championship on Saturday afternoon at 4. Back with the postgame show after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Noah Builders, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Heart Care Chiropractic Center.
The Eagle 102 Sports postgame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
This is Marianne Everhart with Community State Bank of Missouri. At Community State Bank, we don't just work here, we live here. As a locally owned and operated bank, we are deeply rooted in the success of our communities. Every decision is made with our neighbors in mind, and every customer is treated like family. We take pride in supporting local businesses, helping families achieve their financial goals, and making our hometown stronger. When you bank with us, you're not just an account number, you're part of something bigger. Community State Bank of Missouri, with branches in Bowling Green and Troy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For over 40 years, Heart Care Chiropractic Center has been the trusted name in health and wellness in Bowling Green. Located at 300 West Main, just off the square, Heart Care Chiropractic specializes in helping athletes of all ages stay at the top of their game. Whether recovering from a sports injury or looking to improve mobility and performance, student athletes and their families turn to Heart Care for expert chiropractic care they can rely on. As the action heats up on the field, court, or track, Heart Care Chiropractic Center is proud to support local athletes and keep our community moving strong. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports postgame show on KJFM Radio.
51-39, Louisiana advances to the championship game Saturday night. Good game for the Bulldogs, Mark. Really from start to finish, I liked how they played.
Yeah, it was a perfect game plan for a team built like Winfield, and I don't think that Colin Grove's team ever knew what hit them, and now they'll be playing for third place instead of the championship as the 1 seed.
Absolutely.
Upset city, I tell you what.
We've had a lot in this tournament.
Yeah, we have.
Absolutely. Louisiana's the 6th seed. They find themselves in the championship game.
That is amazing.
Or I guess they're the 5 seed, rather. 5 seed. But, well, scoring breaks down as follows. Alex St. John hit that bucket at the buzzer for 2 points for Winfield. Camden Burke with 4, 7 for Capel. White with 4, 14 leading the Warriors. That's Colin Westhoff. 4 points for Schulte, 2 for Caleb Keel, and a single tally for Gaber. Louisiana, 2 points for Quincy Mooney. Hit a couple of foul shots there late in the ball game. 9 points for Donnell Griffith. 11 for Kane Mayfield. 15 apiece for Ege Schwinder and Javon Reese, leading all scorers tonight. Louisiana advances to the championship 3-6.
And in the other gym, Rodney, Mark Twain is out of the tournament. They were defeated by Wright City 58-50 was the final in that ball game. So Mark Twain out. Wright City will take on either Ellsbury or the St. Louis Blue Knights in the consolation game, which will start our coverage on Saturday at 1 o'clock.
Well, the gym is filling up. It's going to be the host Clopton Hawks and the Silex Owls coming your way. Like I said, the gym filling in. There's a little bit of a buzz before we look at this one. We'll take a break. Be back with the pregame for game number 2 after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by William Watson Hotel and Watson 1838, J. Roberts Jewelers, Wood Smoked Meats, and Hayden's Motorsports.
The Eagle 102 Sports pregame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
State Farm in Pittsfield understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance and financial service needs. Call, email, text, or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsfield, a family-oriented office, is located at 311 Half West Washington Street in Pittsfield, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
Count on Adams Plumbing and Electrical in Bowling Green to get the job done right. Locally owned, licensed, and insured with free estimates you can trust. Call 573-470-6215 for your repair and installation experts. Adams Plumbing and Electrical.
Dawn's Monuments has been dedicated to helping area residents and their families create monuments to withstand the test of time for over 40 years. With a dedicated team of locals serving in every capacity from sales to installation crew, Dawn's Monuments treats every customer like family because they are family. When you're looking for someone who you can trust, who backs their work with options for upkeep and care and adding final dates or revitalization, visit Dawn's Monuments at 314 West Washington Street in Pittsfield. People who care for families that care.
Eagle 102 Sports coverage brought to you all season long by Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 Sports pregame show on KJFM Radio.
An upset in the books. Louisiana into the championship game over Winfield, and now it's time for the match we've been waiting for all week, as Coach Tony Francis returns to Clopton High School with his Silex Owls. He has been with the Hawks the past several seasons, coached Landon Hall, and now Landon Hall is the head coach of these Hawks, and Tony is on the visitors bench. Not just Tony Francis, but also the Lindsays went over there as well. So look at Henry Lindsay on that, and Luke Lindsay as well on that Silex roster. They were in the Clopton program last year. So it should be interesting as these two teams battle. It was a grudge already. Now it's been amped up about 13 times.
Must have had better NIL offers.
Exactly. About 9.5 minutes to go before we get this one underway. We'll take a look at keys to the game for both the Owls and the Hawks in this second semifinal from the Clopton Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Service and Supply Co-op of Bowling Green, Buchanan Excavating, Ackles Farm Market, and Bill Allen Auction Service.
The Eagle 102 Sports keys to the game are right around the corner. Brought to you by Vicki Candlelder Real Estate.
If
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Eolia Landscape Supply has something for every season. They carry mulch, decorative rock, compost, topsoil, weed barriers, railroad ties, and more. Find specials and hours on their Facebook page. Eolia Landscape Supply at 290 North Old Highway 61 in Eolia.
At Gambino's Eatery in Louisiana, we're always cooking up ways to serve you better. We're now open Wednesday through Saturday, taking orders from 11 a.m. all the way until 8 p.m. So you've got even more time to enjoy your favorites. We're closed on Sundays, but still available for private events with advanced booking. Real food, real flavor, right here in Pike County. Gambino's Eatery in Louisiana.
If it's not on the menu, we don't talk about it.
Geared Up, located just off the square in Pittsfield, is your go-to destination for high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and custom apparel. Proudly serving local schools, businesses, and organizations, the team at Geared Up is dedicated to helping communities look their best, whether you're updating your wardrobe, shopping for the perfect gift, or outfitting your team. Geared Up offers a wide selection of in-stock items to choose from. Need custom gear for a fundraiser, business, or special event? They've got you covered. Stop by Geared Up today to see how they can bring your vision to life with quality, creativity, and service you can count on. Geared Up, off the square in Pittsfield.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports Keys to the Game on KJFM. Sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
And our keys to the game for Silex and Clopton in this semifinal, Rodney, I think both of these teams have to block out the noise and play each other on the floor instead of what they've built up in their heads.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously these teams see a lot of each other all year long, year after year after year. You add in the dynamic of the coaches switching, the players switching, so that heightens it a little bit more. The fact that it's obviously close to both fan bases and the gym is pretty packed, so it's going to be an exciting atmosphere. You're right. They just have to block it out, play their game, and not let the emotions of the first 3, 4, 5 minutes affect them either way.
Yeah, and the other night in the opening round, Silex did have a heap of trouble over in the old gym playing the Blue Knights and ended up coming out with it at the end. But the homeschool kids hung on a lot longer than they probably should have against the 3-seed Owls. And, you gotta come out ready. And you can't get down if you get down early in the ball game. But I like what Coach Francis has done since he's been back at Silex. The Owls have had good guard play the last several years. They've got some height as well. Being able to focus that and get it in shape, get it into a cohesive 5-man unit. That's been the big get for Coach Francis so far.
Absolutely, and you're starting to get into the meat of the season now. You've turned the calendar year. You're starting to play quite a few more games, and I've seen several teams. For instance, Louisiana, the Louisiana girls and boys both. A lot of these teams now are starting to get some games under their belt, and they're looking a lot better. So I would expect both of these coaches are wanting their teams to kind of round into form as well now as they're starting to get some reps.
It's Silex against Clopton, 3 against 2 to see who takes on Louisiana in the tournament championship. We'll come back with your starting 5 for each side as we continue the Eagle 102 Sports pregame show.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by DC Septic and Drain, Central Elevator, your Purina dealer, DG Firearms, and Randy's Jewelry.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups are coming up. Brought to you by Community State Banks of Missouri.
This is Jonah Jones with Community State Bank of Missouri. At Community State Bank, we believe in keeping your money where it matters, here at home. Community State Bank is committed to serving our neighbors with personalized financial solutions. We are here to help. Community State Bank of Missouri, with branches in Bowling Green and Troy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
To measure the true value of a compact tractor, break out all the jobs it can do. You'll have a long list with the New Holland Workmaster Series 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor from Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green. Put your money on an economical Workmaster compact and enjoy the power of a 3-cylinder engine, the simplicity of a hydrostatic or gear transmission, and a roomy deck. If you value performance and economy, see Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green today about a Workmaster 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor.
Mike Henry Excavating has served Pike, Lincoln, and Warren counties for over 15 years. Demolition work, septic systems, water lines, footings, gutter drain services, and more, all at an affordable cost. Check out MikeHenryExcavating.com.
Eagles Bluff Golf Course in Clarksville is a locally owned public course, available for play 7 days a week. For more information, call, visit, or go online to eaglesbluffgolf.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Banks of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And your starters for this semifinal from the Clopton tournament. First for the visiting 3-seed Owls. They're 5-4, coached by Tony Francis. They'll start a sophomore. Number 1, Evan Mailer. Number 10 gets a start, a 5'10" senior, Chase Mullen. Number 11, a sophomore, Caden Kuntz gets the start. A freshman, number 12, Henry Lindsay. And a sophomore, number 21, Luke Lindsay gets the start for the Owls. So both Lindsays in the starting 5. For the Clopton Hawks, they're the 2-seed, 7-5, coached by Landon Hall. They'll start a junior forward, number 4, Jacob Harrelson. Number 21, a sophomore, Trey Spoonster gets the start. A senior, number 23, Tucker Salmons. Number 30, a senior, James Matheny. And a senior, number 34, Larson Hall, rounds out the Clopton starters. Again, for Silex, it is Lindsay, Mullen, Mailer, and Kuntz. And for the Hawks, it's Harrelson, Spoonster, Salmons, Matheny, and Hall.
Well, these teams have each won a pair of Clopton Tournament basketball championships. They played each other in one of those meetings back in 2006 with Silex coming out on top. So a chance to renew, not for the championship, for the right to win a championship come Saturday. Going to start here pretty quick.
Student section is packed for Clopton. Teams have gone to their bench. They're about to have the national anthem and the on-court introductions. It's all moments away. And our second semifinal, who's going to take on the Bulldogs, Silex or Clopton? We'll find out from the Clopton Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Bolin Chevrolet, Adams Plumbing and Electrical, and Sun Window Company.
Hi, this is Shelley Clucky with Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We appreciate the value of working hard and making sure you've taken steps to make sure you're prepared for whatever comes your direction. Best wishes to all of our area athletes for another amazing season from myself and Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the square in Bowling Green.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Lynn's Heritage House, your home for affordable and home-like senior living, is perfect for independent seniors or those needing assistance with daily activities. Lynn's has a dedicated staff providing around-the-clock support and comprehensive health monitoring. Residents can relish the same lifestyle they've always enjoyed, but with the peace of mind knowing help is available when needed. If you or someone you know is ready for a retirement home or needs care from a hospital stay or surgery, call Lynn's to set up a tour and visit soon. Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane, Louisiana.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance Agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest End, and People's Savings Bank.
The national anthem from the Clopton Hawks pep band here inside the Dale Miller Gymnasium as we look down on Ed Lindsay courts. And the Lindsays this time are wearing green in this semifinal. They'll be playing for the Silex Owls.
First for the visitors, the Silex Owls.
That's an odd thing to say.
Yeah, it is. Cats and dogs living together.
Silex will be introduced first, and you see the student section either turned toward the back wall or asleep on the far sideline.
That's pretty good. Silex is going to have the road greens on, white trim and white numbers. The Clopton in their home whites with black numbers and red trim.
Like those Silex uniforms with the red and just kind of checkered green up the sides.
Guess that would be Kelly green.
That is victory green.
Victory green.
That's what the Dallas Stars would say.
Fair enough. We'll see if that translates to a victory here tonight. Kind of expect this game to be a good one. It is chalk, 2 versus 3. Not that chalk has made much of a difference in this tournament.
No, absolutely not. And this is becoming one of the best introductions.
Getting ready to introduce the Clopton Hawks
with the great trumpet music, well choreographed by the Clopton cheerleaders. And both of these teams forego the intricate introductions and come out as a team.
They're ready to play some basketball. My partner Mark Froenick's ready to call some basketball as the teams will come to center court. The officials are about to get this underway.
Tucker Salmons against Evan Mailer in the circle. Ball in from the far side. It's up and won by Clopton. We're underway. Harrelson hands it off to Spoonster. He crosses the time stripe. Spins on his man, Evan Mailer. Gets it to Tucker Salmons on the near point. Tucker directs traffic, says, Harrelson, you go over there. Gets it to Matheny. Matheny on the far point. He's going to drive. Loses control on the way to the basket. Gets it back under control. Goes up with a shot. Scores and is fouled. James Matheny gets things underway for the Clopton Hawks, getting the bucket and the bruise, and the foul goes against number 12, Henry Lindsay. And he makes the free throw for a 3-0 lead.
Good start for the Hawks on their first possession.
3-0, the home team ahead. With it out high is Caden Kuntz to the far side for Henry Lindsay. Henry gets it to Luke. He'll try the 3 for the tie, no. And the Spoonster, rebound grabbed by Harrelson. Ahead, Matheny gives it to Hall. Hall back for Salmons on the near point. He gives it back to James. James Matheny. Bounce pass out of the reach of Salmons, out of play, and the turnover gives it to Silex with 7:02 to go in the first.
Pass just a little too wide for Tucker Salmons on the baseline. First turnover of the game.
Cross the line with it for the Owls. Here's Luke Lindsay and a foul. First against the Hawks.
That'll go against Harrelson.
Jacobs first. With 6:52 to go in the quarter. Salisbury in the other gym against the Blue Knights, and turnover gives it back to the Hawks. With it is Spoonster across the stripe. To the far side for Salmons. Has Harrelson in the corner. Instead he goes up top. Over to Matheny on the far point. Matheny drops it to the baseline. Across. Hall off the glass and good. Larson Hall with 2.
Good ball movement there. Hall found himself wide open on the right block, and Salmons did a nice job of finding him. Scored the easy basket.
5-0 lead for the Hawks. free throw line. Lindsay, his shot rims out. Rebound loose, picked up by Harrelson for Clopton. Hands it off to Spoonster. Trey across the line. Trying to beat the defense, gets it to the corner for Matheny. Matheny stuck there, gives it back. Spoonster fakes a three, comes back up top on the dribble, and hands it to Matheny. James Matheny will just hand it off to Tucker Salmons, now get it back. Nice the defender, no one there, gets it to Salmons on the near side, now to Hall. Larson Hall trying to make his way to the basket, no. And the rebound goes to the floor, picked up by Harrelson, and he's fouled. Jacob Harrelson will go to the line.
Well, in the early going, just 2 minutes, 20 seconds in, the emotion is favored the Clopton Hawks so far. They've been getting to the loose balls and playing with a little more emotion.
And a timeout taken by the Owls. 5-0 Hawks, 5:40 to go in the first. Semifinals of the Clopton Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Center Locker Service, Custom Works Salon and Tanning, JJ's Taco Burger and Donuts, and Kearns Construction.
Pike County Glass specializes in designing and installing windows and doors for homes along with commercial properties in and around Pittsfield. Pike County Glass can also help with screen repair and replacement, broken windows, plus windshield replacement. For a full list of services, visit PikeCountyGlass.com. Pike County Glass, outfitting homes and businesses with windows and entryways for a timeless look. Pike County Glass, 1351 West Washington Street in Pittsfield.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Harrelson misses the first after the timeout. Second shot off the mark as well. All alone for the rebound is Chase Mullen. Chase with a new mustache for the 25-26 season. Out high with it. Bounce pass for Luke Lindsay. To the near side. From Mailer, and the ball goes to the floor. Picked up by the Hawks. Ooh, things getting a little chippy with Spoonster in the backcourt. Bounce pass, Larson Hall. Kick it to the corner for the three. That one rattles home. Tucker Salmons makes it 8-0. For his first tray of the night, 3 minutes gone in the first. Oh. Out high to the far side for Henry Lindsay. Gets it back on the near point. Bounce pass to Luke Lindsay. Kick out, three, Mailer, no. Rebound Spoonster for the Hawks. Trey Spoonster, good pass back to Harrelson, who takes it to the top of the key to the near side for James Matheny. Matheny gets it back to Spoonster. His 10-footer's no good, and the rebound tracked down in the near corner by Henry Lindsay. Across to Chase Mullen. Mullen across the line for the Silex Owls. Bounce pass. Caden Kuntz. Kuntz to the hoop. No, but a foul going to be called on Tucker Salmons.
His first, team's first.
Actually, they gave it to James Matheny.
Well, okay.
Sure looked like Tucker. At the line. And making the first free throw is Caden Kuntz to get Silex on the board. 4:12 left in the first quarter. So almost 4 full minutes. Still don't have a shot to go from the field. Second shot for Caden Kuntz is good as well. And the lead for the Hawks is 6. Matheny inbounds for Spoonster in the backcourt. Good crossover on Evan Mailer. Spins past him again. Over to the far side for Tucker Salmons. Tucker. Pass surprise Larson Hall. He's able to block out and let Harrelson pick up the loose ball. His shot's no good. And the rebound pulled down by Lincoln Twelman, who just came in. And a foul at center court. Going to be called on Harrelson, his second. And he'll come out. Adam Matheny hit. Some of the lights just go out?
They did.
There it is.
They're back. Wasn't there a Super Bowl a number of years ago where the lights went out?
That was at the Superdome.
Yeah.
Out high with it. Here's a three for the Owls. Short. Off the Watching miss. Here comes Clopton. 3:35 to play in the first. Spoonster trying to go coast to coast, and he's open field tackled.
That was a good hip check.
Yeah, short of the goal line, and the foul will go on Luke Lindsay, so both Luke and Henry have one. Matheny. Ball taken away. No, taken back. Salmon's wide open. Adam, and that's in. Adam Matheny. And it's 10-2. Owls need something good to happen. Spin move. Lindsay through the lane is good. Their first shot from the field to drop. And it's 10-4.
Tough shot, but he got it to go.
Matheny just across the line, and a foul going to be whistled. Or no, a timeout taken by the Hawks. 5 minutes gone, first quarter. 10-4, Clopton leads Silex in the semifinals of the Clopton Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, People's Bank and Trust, and Pepsi.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Pepsi.
10-4, Clopton leading Silex first quarter, 3:02 to go. Over in the other gym, Ellsbury's leading the St. Louis Blue Knights. 12-8, minute 35 to go in the quarter there. So we're running just a tad behind the consolation semis. Far side, here's Adam Matheny. Hands it off to brother James. Faked, handed it off to Spoonster. Now goes back to Tucker Salmons in the corner. He goes baseline, can't get it to go. Tip to the corner, saved, but taken away. Evan Mailer took it away, spoiling some pretty good athletics and acrobatics from the Hawks. Floater, no good, but a foul. Going to be whistled on Larson Hall. Hall fouled out of the semifinal pretty early. Several minutes to go when he made his exit. To the line goes Landon Watring. That game tightened up quick, 12-11. Ellsbury's lead down to 1, just under a minute to go. First shot is good. 5-point game. I think that initial burst is starting to wear off for both of these teams.
Well, you got to, if you're on the receiving end like Silex was, you just got to survive.
Second shot good as well. And the lead down to 2 buckets.
Substitution, somebody's got to come out of the game. There he goes.
Silex 4 for 4 from the stripe. Matheny in the backcourt gives it back to Spoonster. Clopton hasn't had a bucket for a little while, and they won't on this possession either, and that's going to be the second foul on Larson Hall. Back-to-back fouls, one on each end, and you'll have to watch that situation.
Ball was tipped, and Clopton had turned it over, and then Hall got his arms in there reaching for it after the turnover.
That's also the 5th foul of the quarter.
Hank Mooney going to go to the line and try and keep the Silex percentage at 100.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Just barely scraped the front of the rim. And there's 2:14 to go. This could make it a one-possession game, though. And the shot is good. 10-7. Mooney his first point. What a start to this one, even though not really lighting up the scoreboard, but We've seen two pretty good runs. Hall got away from Hall, went back to Salmons, and he's fouled on his way to the bucket.
Didn't get the shot to go, but Tucker is going to have a couple of shots from the charity stripe.
He had the 3 ball earlier.
Second foul on Caden Kuntz.
Blue Knights leading 14-13. Now 15-14. Ellsbury at the end of one over in the old gym. First shot was no good. So it remains a 3-point game.
Mailer and Luke Lindsay back into the game for Silex.
Missed them both. Ten to 7. Silex can tie it with a 3. Far point with it. Nothing happening there. Lindsay hands it off for Chase Vagey. To Luke Lindsay. Vagey with it on the far side. He's going to take the 3. No good. Rebound off the backboard. Right back to Mailer, and he gets it to go. Evan Mailer. It's a 1-point game. Minute 25 to go in the first. Here's James Matheny. Stopped his momentum. He could have gone up to the bucket there. Has it back in the corner. James with a minute 12 on the clock. All the way out high. Hands it off for Trey Spoonster. Spoonster with a minute 5 to go. To the near side for Tucker Salmons. Tucker. Mailer draped all over him. Cut off from the baseline. Gives it back to James Matheny. Makes a move and is stripped as he goes up for the shot. Nice work by Henry Lindsay. And here come the Owls. Lindsay puts on the brakes. Gets it back. To the near side for Chase Vagey. Vagey in the corner for Luke Lindsay. He'll try the 3, no. And another Silex rebound, and Vagey is fouled by Tucker Salmons. That is his first. 32.5 seconds to go in the quarter. And Chase Vagey will shoot free throws.
Chance to tie or with 2 makes give Silex their first lead of the night. They trailed 8-0. It's 10-9 now. Just a touch over 30 seconds left here, first quarter.
Vagey shot, no. One more for Chase. And that's up. In, out, back in. We're tied at 10. Chase Vagey's first point. Larson Hall checks out. Harrelson already on the bench. Here's Spoonster for Salmons on the far side. Kick out. Now to the near side for Spoonster out high. Good spin move to the near side. Salmons for 3, no. Rebound out of bounds. As unable to keep it in was James Matheny. 7 seconds.
Yep, 7 seconds left. Plenty of time for Silex to go down and get a look.
To the near side. Watring at the buzzer is no good. And we are tied at 10. An 8-0 lead to start for Clopton. Outscored 10-2 over the final, 5 minutes of this first quarter. We head to the second, all knotted in the Clopton tournament on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Community State Bank of Missouri, Shireman Memorials, and Mike Ingram Plumbing.
Everyone needs help with something at some point in their life. This is Tracy B. with PCHD, and I am here to remind you that we have certified community health workers staffed at our office that offer assistance for free to those who need help navigating local resources and more. Please don't hesitate to call 573-324-2111 to learn more, or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
Quarter down here in the second of two semifinals. Winner takes on Louisiana on Saturday in the tournament championship. 10-10 our score. Mark Ronick, Rodney Dolbear back in the broadcast booth. Tomorrow's ladies championship night. We'll start our coverage an hour earlier than we have all week at 4:45. Here's a long three. That one's too long. Rebound to the far side, picked up by Spoonster. He spins around the man, spins, and finally too much from Landon Watring. Silex picks up a foul. First of the quarter, first on Landon Watring. 10-10 ball game. Spoonster across the line. Floats a pass to Hall. Over to the far side for Salmons. Tucker Salmons inside three. His shot long. Rebound pulled down by Luke Lindsay. He shoots it out to the far side for Mooney to the corner. Mooney gets it back. He's going to try the three. That one's no good, and the rebound pulled down by Larson Hall. Trey Spoonster makes it across the line, then greeted by Chase Mullen. Hall for Spoonster out high. Clopton sets his offense. Tucker Salmons to Harrelson. Harrelson skip pass to Hall. Has Matheny, Salmons in the corner now. Matheny at the low blocks. Tries to get to the hoop. No. Tip out rebound far side and out of bounds back to Silex. Nice job by Henry Lindsay to block out Jacob Harrelson from that ball.
Harrelson got his hand on it and tried to tip it out. Well, he did tip it out. Had nobody there. Ball goes into the stands. Possession back to the Owls with a chance to take their first lead of the night.
Mooney to the near side. Here's the three. Rims out for Mullen. Offensive rebound and a foul on the floor. That's going to go on Matheny, his second. James picks up the personal. 10-10 ball game. We played a minute 23 here in the second quarter with neither team able to notch a point. Mooney for three. That one airballs and out of bounds is Mullen. So the ball goes back to Clopton. 6:32 to play in the first half.
Silex has shot a bunch of threes and haven't connected on one yet.
They still have only put 2 shots from the field through the cylinder. All the rest have been free throws.
6 of 8 from the line. 1 of 5 for Clopton from the line in the first quarter.
Late substitution as Evan Mailer will replace. Are they going to make him recheck in? Who's coming out? Who came out?
Well, there was a player, and I didn't catch the number. Looked like he had an injury to his hand, blood or something, I think. Got nicked.
Here's Harrelson. Spins. No foul. Or is it? Yeah, Lindsay is called for it. That'll be the second on Henry. And send Jacob Harrelson to shoot some free throws. He's 0 for 2 from the line. 6:25 to play, and that one in, out, back in. Clopton back ahead by 1. Over in the other gym, it's 19-16. Ellsbury trailing the St. Louis Blue Knights. He made them both this time. All or nothing so far from the line for Jacob Harrelson, and he's 2 for 4. Across the line is Chase Mullen. Gets a little pick, gives it off to Hank Mooney. Mooney down low for Evan Mailer. Bounce pass even lower. Reverse layup is good. That's Chase Vagey, and we're tied at 12. Across the line with it is Spoonster. Crosses over, hands it to Harrelson. Harrelson cut off from the baseline into a double team, gets it back. Here's Tucker Salmons. Salmons kicks it to the corner. James Matheny for 3 is good.
Kind of double clutched it, but he got her to go.
Mooney back the other way quickly for Silex into the corner. Mailer had to reach for that one. Gives it back to Vagey. Vagey on the near side for Watring. Watring skip pass back for Chase Mullen on the far wing. Back up top, Mooney. Mooney comes to the near side for Watring. Watring to the corner for Mullen through Veggie. Now to the low post for Mailer. Kick out. Mooney fakes the pass, comes to the near side for Veggie. His three rims out, and Matheny the rebound. Spoonster works across the line against Mullen. Faked right, went back left, and takes it to the bucket and scores. Trey Spoonster's first points tonight. 17-12, the lead back to 5 for the Owls. Chase Mullen gives it for Evan Mailer. Mailer, pass behind Veggie. They both said that's my bad.
Little miscommunication there caused the turnover.
4:35 to play in the half. James Matheny to trigger the inbound play. Up by 5, Spoonster. Mailer almost reached in on him. And now a little bump foul going to be called on Chase Veggie.
I thought Mailer had a better chance of picking up a foul than Veggie did there.
Yeah, the reach in, and then he ran right into Veggie. Chase. It was going to be Chase one way or the other. Intercepted pass, and no. Matheny was given a gift there and couldn't get it to fall, but he'll shoot some free throws.
You know, Silex saved it under the Clopton basket. I've heard in the past, I don't know how true it is, you don't want to just blindly save it underneath the opponent's basket. It went right to Matheny. Couldn't get the basket to go, but 2 foul shots coming for James.
That's kind of a hockey lesson. You never shoot the puck in the middle of the ice. First free throw is good.
In your own end.
Yeah,
defensive
definitely.
End.
Use the boards. Use your players on the wings in basketball. You hit them both. And here comes Mooney. To the far side for Mailer. Center of the lane for Luke Lindsay. He's working on 3 seconds. There it is. Or did they call a foul? They did call a foul. He cleared him out with his forearm. Lindsay going to pick up his third personal.
Pretty good sales job there.
And he should know that. Having been in this program most of his life. Here's Harrelson out high. To Tucker Salmons. Kick it far side. Here's Matheny for 3. It's long. Tip up rebound. Hall gets it. To Harrelson. 3:50 on the clock in the half. Harrelson forces, no, but a foul going to send Jacob to the line. It just seems like Clopton making sure that whistle blows every time they shoot. They are dribbling into traffic on purpose to draw these fouls.
But maintaining control.
Yeah. Tied at 21 in the other gym. Here it's 20-12.
After a slow start, 1 of 5 in the first quarter, Silex working on perfection so far from the line. 5 of 5 with 1 more coming for Harrelson here in the second quarter.
Misses that one. Rebound pulled down by Veggie to Mooney on the far side to Mailer. Mailer up high for Watring. Watring at the point, over to Mooney. Mooney going to try the 3. That one won't go. Veggie had the rebound. Hall took it away. Salmons picks it up off the floor, and here comes Spoonster across the line with it. Floats a pass. Harrelson to the hoop. No. Put back. No. How about Hall? Third chance. No. Harrelson gets a rebound. Kick out. Spoonster for 3. Yes! Trey Spoonster, and you can just feel that building with every offensive rebound. Wow. What a ball game we've got so far. That forced up, no good for Lincoln Twellman. Not the shot selection that Silex wanted. Here's James Matheny. To the hoop, reverse, no good. Mooney the rebound for the Owls. Here comes Silex with speed up the floor. through the lane. Euro step and half of Asia with it, and Mooney gets the bucket to make it 23-14.
Just the fourth made field goal of the night for Silex.
Pass tipped and stolen. Nice job by Silex on defense. Watring, yes, and a foul. That's going to be the third on Larson Hall. Landon Watring to the line to try and complete a three-point play. Adam Matheny comes back in. Harrelson comes out. Hall still out there with 3 fouls.
Hall making his case to the official.
It's not going to change his mind.
It's not.
And the shot is good as well. 23-17. Spoonster across the line to Larson Hall. Back to Spoonster. Watering all over him. Gets it to James Matheny. Matheny holds it away from his body, turns, goes to the hoop. Got the defense up in the air and scores. Didn't get the foul that time, but he got the bucket. And back the other way comes Silex. Mullen. Over to Mailer. Mailer holds. Gives it back to Chase Mullen on the near point. Over to the far side for Landon Watring. Watring leaves it for Hank Mooney. Mooney to the corner. Ball fake. Watring. Back to Mooney. Up top. All alone is Mailer. Back to Hank. Far side. Mullen. Mullen stops at the mid-range. Kicks it out to the corner. Shot no good. Larson Hall the rebound. Dribbles out the backside with it and gets it up to Adam Matheny. Matheny's going to wait for reinforcements. Hand it off to Spoonster. Now baseline. James. And a foul going to be whistled against Landon Watring.
That last possession for Silex, you've got Larson Hall stayed on the court with 3 fouls. Man, I think you've just got to take it in right to him and make him defend. And they did not do that.
He fouled out last game. A lot of time left. And the shot's no good for Matheny. Minute 5 to go in the second quarter, 25-17. Clopton leading Silex. Over in the other gym, it's 26-21. Minute 18 to go in the half. Ellsbury trailing the St. Louis Blue Knights. He missed them both off the back iron. Offensive rebound for Adam Matheny off of James Miss. James to the far side for Tucker Salmons. Tucker, baseline, bucket. It's a 10-point lead. Tucker Salmons with 5 points. Bounce pass down low. Shot off the glass is good. Evan Mailer kind of caught Clopton sleeping coming back. Down to 38 seconds to go. James to the near side for Adam Matheny. Twist turns and the ball knocked away from James out of bounds. Last touch by the Owls.
Good defense there. Denied the pass to the baseline corner right. Knocked it into the Silex bench.
Clock moving again under 30 seconds. Tucker goes to the center of the lane. Shot wasn't there for him. Gives it back to Adam Matheny. Adam had it stolen by Evan Mailer, and here comes Silex. Chance to get closer, and they do. The bucket by Twellman, his first 2 points of the night. It's a 6-point game. It was 10 just moments ago. Here's James Matheny. His mid-range jumper rims out. Mailer the rebound, or Mullen the rebound, and that'll do it for the first half of this ball game. It's the Clopton Hawks in the semifinals of their home tournament, leading their former coach, Tony Francis, and the Silex Owls 27-21. Back with the halftime report after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Advanced Physical Therapy, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, People's Savings Bank, and Lynn's Heritage House.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up.
Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza has fire baked pizza for everyone. Now you have multiple ways to get your favorite meal. You can call 573-324-4444 or go online to backdoorbrickoven.com and DoorDash will deliver it. While on the website, browse through all the meal options, including your healthier choices, like a crustless pizza, a 12-inch cauliflower crust, or a salad. Remember, Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza is a great gathering place for all your parties as well. Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza, Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Create the perfect look at Randy's Jewelry in Troy. Discover a huge selection of women's and men's jewelry, from fine and fashion rings to bracelets, necklaces, earrings, watches, and more. Silver, gold, and colored jewelry for every occasion. Visit Randy's Jewelry, 400 Main Street in Troy.
It's a new year, a fresh start for a lot of things. But here's a question to kick things off. When's the last time your online bank supported your community? If your bank doesn't have a front door, it probably isn't supporting local schools, charities, or small businesses. At People's Savings Bank, your money stays right here, helping the community you live in grow. This year, make a local choice and bank with people who live here too. People's Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
When it's time to honor your loved ones, trust the experience and care of Shireman Memorials. Locally owned and operated by Jason, Shireman Memorials offers expert sandblasting, carving, etching, and design. With decades of experience, Jason's team will help you create a memorial that your family will be proud of for generations. Each stone is crafted with the utmost care and dedication. Visit Shireman Memorials today at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield. Let them help you design a lasting tribute. Shireman Memorials, Pittsfield, where memories are carved to last.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM.
After two, the Clopton Hawks lead the Silex Owls, and this has been a fun one, Rodney Dolbear. 27-21 is our score, and boy, there are a lot of exciting moments in that first half.
Pretty fast-paced game. Clopton jumps out to the 8-0 lead. Silex draws all the way back and gets it tied, and then Clopton goes on a run there kind of middle way through the second quarter, but Silex did a nice job of getting back within 6 there at the end, but kind of for me, overall in the game, it still looks to me like Clopton's winning the hustle battle right now. They're just playing with a little more intensity, and the rebound differential, 16-9 in favor of the Hawks, kind of backs that up. They're getting to loose balls. I think they had 3 or 4 offensive rebounds on one play.
Yeah.
Before that, Tucker Solomon's 3, but nonetheless, that's kind of my just off-the-cuff impression of this one so far.
And they're playing with, I think, a little raw emotion as well. You got to kind of be worried about Larson Hall, three fouls in the first half, but on the flip of that coin, Luke Lindsay also has 3. And this has got to be a lot of adrenaline for Luke and Henry as well, coming back here to play. Basically, this is home for them, and they followed Coach Tony Francis over to play for him and the Silex Owls here this season. And actually, they left the senior, for the Lady Hawks here. So interesting dynamic, and there's a lot of families divided. It kind of takes you back to Haley Leak played for Silex. Reed Leak played for Clopton. It's been this way for generations almost. These teams, such a close proximity, even though they're in different counties.
Absolutely. Yep, that's for sure. And be interesting to see how they come out. I think Silex been ice cold from 3. Didn't hit one. They probably took, 7, 8, 9 3-pointers. And, obviously that's a part of their offense. They keep taking them, but they haven't got them to go yet. That would change things quite a bit if they could get a few of those to go.
Yeah, the lid just has to come off once, and then you can go on a run.
Absolutely.
27-21 our score. Clopton up by 6 over the visiting Silex Owls in this 2-3 matchup. Winner takes on Louisiana in the championship game. The Dogs and Lady Dogs already have punched their tickets for the ladies and boys championship. The Lady Dogs will take on the top seed Clopton in the championship tomorrow, and then the boys championship will be on Saturday early evening as tomorrow's action starts at 5 o'clock, 4:45 pregame, consolation game at 5. And then Saturday's action, the boys championship, starts at 1 o'clock with a 12:45 pregame here from the Dale Miller Gymnasium. We'll take a break, come back with first half scoring after this from the semifinals of the Clopton Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Noah Builders, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Heart Care Chiropractic Center.
Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza has fire baked pizza for everyone. Now you have multiple ways to get your favorite meal. You can call 573-324-4444 or go online to backdoorbrickoven.com and DoorDash will deliver it. While on the website, browse through all the meal options, including your healthier choices, like a crustless pizza, a 12-inch cauliflower crust, or a salad. Remember, Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza is a great gathering place for all your parties as well. Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza, Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Central State Bank's team takes the time to understand your unique needs and goals. Join thousands of satisfied customers and experience the personal touch and professional service that set them apart. Visit one of the convenient locations in Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Kinderhook, Quincy, and Clayton. Central State Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Noah Builders in Silex is a proud supporter of all area athletes. They're a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit Noah Builders at noahbuildersinc.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
27-21, Clopton leading after 2 over the Silex Owls. And Rodney, you got first half scoring?
For Clopton Hawks, the 2 seed. Larson Hall has a single bucket. He's got 2 points. 5 points each for Tucker Salmons and Trey Spoonster. 3 points for Jacob Harrelson. 2 points for Adam Matheny. And leading the Hawks is James Matheny. He's got 10. For Silex, 4 points for Evan Mailer. 2 points for Caden Coons, Henry Lindsay with a single bucket, Lincoln Twellman with a single bucket, 3 points for Veggie, 3 points for Hank Mooney, and leading the Silex Owls, Landon Watering, he's got 5. 7 of 9 from the charity stripe for the Silex Owls, good performance there. 6 of 13 for the Hawks, much better in the second quarter at 5 of 8 after a 1-5 start, but still not where you want to see that percentage. Got to the line plenty of times, just could not convert. As I mentioned earlier, rebounds favored Clopton 16-9.
It's been a fun first 2 quarters. Clopton with a 6-point lead as the teams return to the bench. Quick break, back in 30 with the second half on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by William Watson Hotel and Watson 1838, J. Roberts Jewelers, Wood Smoked Meats, and Hayden's Motorsports.
The Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast in Louisiana is where history, comfort, and charm come together. Explore quaint streets, visit local attractions, and return to comfort at the end of the day. Call or book online at theeaglesnestinbb.com.
Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service specializes in all things plumbing, from repairs and professional installations to detailed camera inspections and new home construction. Their expert team has you covered. Experience quality plumbing done right. Call Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service today at 573-719-9474.
Life is loud, chaotic, hilarious, and occasionally peaceful. Your life fits you, so why settle for life insurance that fits someone else? At Shelter Insurance, our local agents help you design a personal protection plan backed by award-winning customer service. We're your shield. We're your shelter. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
I'm Shelter Affiliate Agent Kayla Henderson with Brent Brandstetter. Let's talk about your auto, home, and life needs.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance Agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest End, and People's Savings Bank.
Already 2 points for Silex, and they have the ball again, but it's stripped away to the floor, and we're going to have a foul against the Owls as they try to get it back from the Hawks. The opening inbounds play of the second half was stolen by Chase Mullen and taken in for a bucket. 7:26 to go here in the third quarter, and it's 27-23. James Matheny had a steam, lost it at his hip, and a foul going to be whistled on Caden Kuntz.
That's going to be his fourth. He picked up the one on the other end.
Wow.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah, it did. He'll have to come out of the ball game very quickly. Harrelson, far side. Hall to Matheny. Now for Salmons. Gets it to Larson Hall. Hall, kick back to Tucker. Pass tipped. Somehow makes it to Spoonster. Now to Harrelson, and he's fouled. Harrelson going to head back to the free throw line.
3 of 6 in the first half.
(27-23), only 2 points scored by Silex so far, Chase Mullen.
Watring picks up his third foul already on Silex. We aren't even a minute in.
He hit the first.
Not even a minute into the third quarter.
Second shot for Harrelson. And he made that one. 29-23. Clopton leads Silex. Here's a three wide open off the mark. Tracked in the corner by Mailer. Gets it now to Lindsay. His shot off the glass sneaks over. Good body control there from Luke. 29-25, 6:45 to go in the third. Spoonster has to get a contested pass, and it's ripped away by Landon Watring. Ahead to Lindsay. Luke, no. Somehow Hall did not commit his fourth foul. Ball loose in the corner, stolen back by Watring. Here's a long two, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Harrelson, and he got clotheslined a couple of times. Hall just going to hand it off to Spoonster and try and slow down this pace. I say that, and then he took off for the basket and gets fouled.
I think that's going to go against Mullen. No.
Watring
picks up his fourth.
Wow. And he has to come out. So does Henry Lindsay. Hank Mooney back in. And Chase Veggie.
Kuntz and Watring with 4 apiece, 3 for Luke Lindsay.
Bounce pass gets away from Salmons. He never touched it, and it goes back to Silex. Adam Matheny comes in for Jacob Harrelson. 2 against 3. The 2 leading right now by 4. Clopton over Silex, 29-25. Coming up on 2 minutes into the third quarter. Out high with it is Evan Mailer. Has some trouble with it. No pressure from the Hawks. Mooney gets it to Lindsay. Turnaround shot, no good. Got his own rebound. Through a double team, puts it up and scores. Luke Lindsay with another 2. He's got 4 in the quarter. And here's Adam Matheny to James. Ran into a brick wall, now a triple team. Got it back to Spoonster. Spoonster up top for Adam Matheny. Over to the far side, Tucker Salmons. Clopton not really moving away from the ball. Here's Adam. And almost thrown away. Spoonster tracks it down near the line. Mailer all over him. Skip past Salmons. Nothing on the baseline. Gives it back to James Matheny. Knocked away from him by Hank Mooney out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hawks.
Quick hands by Mooney. I thought that might have gone off of Matheny's leg before going out of bounds, but the official right there quickly gives it back to the Hawks.
Thought I saw a jersey move too. Far side. Tucker gets to the middle of the paint and scores. 31. to 27, and Clopton knocks it out of bounds on the Silex end. Luke Lindsay. Has a little conversation with the official. 5:06 to play in the third. Corner gets it back, and he traveled. And Coach Francis wants to make his opinion known. That was a pretty easy call, though. Turnaround, Spoonster. Bounce pass for Matheny, back to Trey. To Hall. Hall to Tucker Salmons. Mullen all over him. To Larson Hall. Off the glass and in. I don't know how many jumps you get, but he took all of them. 33-27.
I wouldn't have wanted to try anymore.
No. Nagy to Lindsay. Turns on Hall. There's his fourth. 4:25 to go in the third.
Well, Silex has made a concerted effort to take it right to Larson. He's done a pretty good job until that series right there of not picking up his fourth.
The Blue Knights have opened up a 10-point lead on Ellsbury, 37-27. They're 3 minutes into the third quarter. Harrelson comes back in for Larson Hall. First shot was no good. Lindsay's second is good. 33-28. Matheny inbounds for Spoonster. Full court pressure from the Owls. One crossover gets Spoonster past it to Tucker Salmons. James Matheny. James, hook shot, no. Harrelson the putback, he's fouled. And that's the fifth already. So for the final 4:12 of the third quarter, Clopton will be shooting free throws.
Second on Veggie. Harrelson to the line. Two more.
And there's the first.
A little body English on that one to get it to go.
One more for Jacob, and he made them both again. He's heating up. He's made 7 of his last 8 after missing the first 2. Bounce pass, free throw line for Lindsay. Luke trying to turn, kicks it back to Mooney. His 3 is well short, but Mooney's going to shoot 3 free throws. As they say, Spoonster got into him. Well, the Clopton girls benefited from a foul on a 3 ball over at the People's Bank and Trust Holiday Shootout, as it was Tinley making the 3 and the free throw for a 4-point play. Mooney missed the first. This is the second.
Boy, that's just crushing. You get a break like that and go 0 for 2. Got one more coming. Got to knock this down.
He was 1 for 2 at the line before this, and he missed all 3. Chased down in the corner by Spoonster. Trey, will he go coast to coast? Trying to the bucket and in. Reversed. And Spoonster makes it 37-28. Clopton is pumped. Timeout on the floor. 3:47 to go in the third from the Clopton Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Service and Supply Co-op of Bowling Green, Buchanan Excavating, Eccles Farm Market, and Bill Allen Auction Service.
At PCMH Physical Therapy, you will not only be educated on your condition, but also actively involved in treatment by setting goals with your therapist and performing an independent home exercise program. Hi, this is Patrick Cuppy, Assistant Rehab Director and Physical Therapist at PCMH Outpatient Physical Therapy. We believe it is important to develop a customized, comprehensive exercise program that focuses on function, such as returning to work, normal daily activities, or sports. Please choose Pike County Memorial Hospital for all of your physical therapy needs. In Bowling Green, call 324-3105. In Louisiana, call 560-5530.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Silex with the ball after the timeout. And off the hands of Lincoln Twellman, out of bounds, back to the Hawks.
That possession kind of looked disjointed from Jump Street.
Anderson and Van Horn came in at the timeout, by the way. Spoonster across the line for Harrelson. Matheny off the glass, just outweighted the defender there. 39-28, an 11-point lead. That's the biggest of the night, right?
I believe so, yes. I think it's been 10, but hasn't been more than that.
Ball fake on the far side. Henry Lindsay, kick out to Chase Mullen. Chase leaves it for Lincoln Twellman. Twellman to the near side for Van Horn. Back to Van Horn. Smallest player on the floor. Mullen in the corner with it. Nothing there. Kick out. Long range three. That's just off the mark, and the rebound goes out of bounds on a nice job by Van Horn to leap the bench. He ends up in the front row, and substitutions abound or a timeout. It's a timeout. 2:33 to go in the third quarter. 39-28, Clopton leads Silex from the Clopton tournament on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by DC Septic and Drain, Central Elevator, your Purina dealer, DG Firearms, and Randy's Jewelry.
Ackles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey. Stop in for your farm fresh cut ribeye, New York strip, sirloin steaks, fillets, stew meat, ribs, ground beef, snack sticks, and all beef hot dogs. While there, stock up on homegrown fruits and vegetables as well. Open every day, 9 to 7. Ackles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 between Louisiana and Pittsfield.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwalader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
39-28, Clopton leading Silex by 11. Third quarter, 2:33 to go after the timeout. It's been fun. Place has been loud. It's about as warm as I've been in the Dale Miller Gymnasium in a long time. Spoonster with it in the backcourt to Adam Matheny, and he runs into the official and goes out of bounds.
I think he threw it off the back of his head too.
Yeah, and the official a little shaken up on the far side, and that'll get the PCMH trainers. It's going to be Silex ball because, as you know, the official is part of the court. Yeah, he did. He took a shot.
Oh, I mean, he
point blank.
Point blank, right off the back of the old noggin.
You don't see it often.
Woo.
Well, that'll teach him a little lesson there. Don't get between the.
Matheny tried to kind of chat him up a little bit. He didn't really want to talk to him. Said, well, maybe later.
Mullen tries to make some room against Harrelson, and it's taken away. Harrelson, no. Silex the rebound with Henry Lindsay. It's a big rebound. Can't allow Clopton to add to this 11-point lead. Far side, here's the three. That one's good. Landon Watring with a tray on the far side, and it's a 8-point affair.
Oh, timeout called. Timeout on the floor. I thought they were going to call a foul.
They are going to call a foul. It's going to be on Chase Mullen.
Well, I thought that's a tough call. I thought I don't know who the ball handler was. I thought he extended the forearm.
Yeah, it was Spoonster, who's pretty good at extending that forearm, clearing out. Minute 59 to go in the quarter. Spoonster kid's just good at about everything on a basketball court. Dad wasn't bad either. And the first shot for Trey is good. He's shouting out instructions to all his teammates before he shoots the second. Maybe he knew he was going to shoot it long like that. Silex gets the board, and a push going to be called on Adam Matheny.
Yep.
His first.
Third team foul in the third quarter. A couple minutes left, a minute 54 actually. 40-31 is the score. Silex with the ball, down by 9.
They're heading to the fourth over in the other gym, and the Blue Knights lead Ellsbury 43-34. So a 9-point lead for the St. Louis Blue Knights Homeschool Association. Here's a three, top of the key, a little off, and the rebound pulled down by Harrelson in the corner for Clopton. He's in trouble. A little give and go with Adam Matheny, and here comes Harrelson across the line. And a foul going to be whistled on Chase Mullen. Or a timeout was taken. Okay, timeout was taken with a minute 29 to go. 40-31, Clopton leads Silex from the Clopton tournament on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Bolin Chevrolet, Adams Plumbing and Electrical, and Sun Window Company.
Lynn's Heritage House, your home for affordable and home-like senior living, is perfect for independent seniors or those needing assistance with daily activities. If you or someone you know is ready for a retirement home or needs care from a hospital stay or surgery, call Lynn's to set up a tour and visit soon. Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane, Louisiana.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
Clopton with the ball after the timeout. Here's Harrelson over to the far side for Tucker Salmons. Tucker up top to the near side for Harrelson. Bounce pass for James Matheny. Back to Adam. He's going to try the three. It's a little long. Rebound. Harrelson into a putback. Salmons, his putback is good. Tucker Salmons has 9. 42-31. Back to an 11-point lead, which ties the biggest of the night for the Hawks. To the near side for Henry Lindsay. Lindsay up for Mooney to the near side for Watring. Landon Watring. Kick back from Chase Mullen. Mullen to the far side for Henry. Into the corner now for Watring. Landon Watring back to Lindsay for the three, and it's no good. Rebound grab by Harrelson to Spoonster. Trey across the line with 35 seconds to go in the third. Adam traveled. Turnover gives it back to the Owls with 33.1 on the clock.
Silex has one made three from Watering tonight, and that's it. And I bet they've shot 15. And they're coming from way downtown.
The percentages aren't great. With it is Lindsay on the near side for Silex through Watering to Mooney. Trying to connect with Luke Lindsay down low. It's off his fingertips, out of bounds. Turnover back to the Hawks with 21.7 on the clock.
Needed to put a little air underneath that pass. It was just a little too flat.
Spoonster in the backcourt. Gets past Mullen. Almost stepped back into the backcourt. James Matheny with it. James. Kick to the far side for Adam. Now back up top to Spoonster. Spoonster with 5 on the clock. Salmons. Here's Matheny for 3. Off the mark. Put back. No. And Clopton will have to settle for a lead of 11 heading to the fourth. 42-31. The Hawks lead the Owls for a chance to go to the championship of the Clopton Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Center Locker Service, Custom Works Salon and Tanning, JJ's Taco Burger and Donuts, and Kern's Construction.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Eolia Landscape Supply has something for every season. They carry mulch, decorative rock, compost, topsoil, weed barriers, railroad ties, and more. Find specials and hours on their Facebook page. Eolia Landscape Supply at 290 North Old Highway 61 in Eolia.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
I think it's going to be a wild last 8 minutes, Rodney.
Yeah, it. Through most of that quarter, I felt like Silex was doing some good things, but they just couldn't. They couldn't close the. Well, they closed the gap a little bit, but then Clopton did a nice job of pushing it back to the 11-point lead.
42-31. Silex with the ball to start the fourth quarter. Here's Lindsay out high for Mooney. Looked at Watring, gives it to the near side for Chase Mullen. Mullen back to his left to the top of the key for Landon Watring. Now for Lindsay. That's Henry to the baseline. No. And the rebound pulled down by James Matheny. Spoonster across the line. He gave up his dribble. Someone needs to help him. Bounce pass to Adam Matheny on the far side. Got about a half a pick from James. Gives it to Tucker Salmons. Tucker dribbles back to his right. Hands it off to James. Matheny now hands it to Trey Spoonster. To Tucker Salmons. Baseline was there momentarily. Watring cut it off. Kick back now for Spoonster on the near point. Palm the ball, now dribbles. And a travel called against Tucker Salmons. He shot the ball anyway. And lucky you didn't get something for that, or at least a talking to. Hey,
whistle blew.
Keep this game moving. 6:53 to go. No change in the score. That favors Clopton because they have the 11-point lead. Mullen. Bounce pass for Caden Kuntz, who's playing with 4 fouls. Fouls have been a factor in this ball game. Here's Lindsay. Luke turns, fires, and puts it in. He's got 9. The lead is 9 for Clopton. Spoonster gave up his dribble, now gets it to Tucker Salmons. Back to his right, to the circle. Spoonster took it to the free throw line, now Matheny with it. Back to Trey. Gave it to Harrelson, kind of clumsily on the exchange. They get it to Hall. Hall can't sneak it over in high traffic. And Silex comes up with the loose ball. Mullen gives it to the corner for Veggie. And they tried to force a pass and lose it out of bounds. 42-33. Clopton leading Silex, 5:50 to go in regulation. Full court pressure coming from the Owls. They get it in to Trey Spoonster. He gets it ahead to James Matheny, and his pass is knocked down and picked up by Luke Lindsay. To Watring across the line. Watring, free throw line. Gets it to the hoop, and then we've got a
bear hug.
Yeah, almost turned into a full Nelson.
It's going to go against Tucker.
But Silex they're trying to float every shot through the middle of the lane over hands, and it's just not working out for him at the moment. With it, Caden Kuntz. Kuntz gives it to Lindsay. Luke Lindsay scores. He's got 4 in the quarter. Lead down to 7, and a steal to the hoop. Veggie puts it in. Chase Veggie has 5. 42-37. Silex has use that momentum to get back in the ball game, and that was very close to a charge. Caden Kuntz is done. He is fouled out of the ball game with 2 points. He says, use that 30 seconds, coach. Foul is on the floor, they say.
I don't see how that's possible. I mean, he was driving to the basket in the air.
Yeah. Sorry, that was Watring, not Kuntz, but it was his 5th foul. Yeah. Now, yesterday, how many times did they say it was, well, shooting, and it was clearly a pass across the lane? We've seen that all week. This one was clearly a shot attempt, and they say it's on the floor.
Not only a shot attempt, but could have very easily been a charge.
Yeah. Spoonster in the corner. Near side. Taking a spill was Hall. He's a little slow getting up. And they're going to say, let's wipe that up before someone else falls and really hurts themselves. And brother Landon fires another towel out there, says, hey, Larson, use this one too.
Wipe up your spot.
42-37. Well, that was where the players landed on the previous play.
Yep.
Adam Matheny to inbound. To the corner for Tucker Salmons. Gives it to Larson Hall. Hall, kickback for Adam. Now to Trey Spoonster. Spoonster, ball fake to the corner. Here's the three. That one rolls down. Adam Matheny with the tray. Huge bucket. Back the other way. Veggie lost control, but they're going to call a foul against the Hawks. That's going to be against Adam with 4:38 to play. Just his second. Over in the other gym now, a 10-point lead for the Blue Knights over Ellsbury, 52-42. They're down to 2:45 there. We have 4:36 remaining in the Dale Miller Gymnasium. Offensive rebound, shot no good. And finally, Matheny comes up with it. He hands it off to brother James. Good crossover. He lumbers up the floor. Gets it to Spoonster to the hoop. No. Little interference there. And the rebound pulled down by Evan Mailer. Mailer in the backcourt to Caden Kuntz, playing with 4 fouls. Spoonster just kind of gave him a little nudge and the ball came loose. Bounce pass. Tucker Salmons in the corner, cross the lane. James Matheny, no, but a foul. Going to send number 30 for the Hawks, James Matheny, to the line. He's got a dozen. He's actually the leading scorer. This has not been an extremely high-scoring game.
Not for as much action as there's been.
Oh, yeah.
Veggie picked up his 3rd foul. 2 shots coming for James Matheny.
And the first shot is good. If he can hit this second one, it's back to a double-digit lead for the Hawks.
It'll be a 9-point lead.
Yeah, that's right. I already put the free throw on the board. 46-37. With it is Luke Lindsay. Lindsay to the hoop, and he lays it in. Things just kind of opened up for him. Not much Silex could do in their foul, or Clopton could do in their foul situation. Here's Hall. He's their foul situation. To the bucket. Spoonster, no. Hall almost picked up that 5th foul. And back the other way is Henry Lindsay, no. And Tucker Salmon's going to pick up a personal.
That'll be a shooting variety.
With 3:19 on the clock.
Henry Lindsay to the line. He had a single bucket in the first half. Luke Lindsay's got 11 on the night, all of them coming here in the second half of play.
Missed the first. One more for Henry. And he makes that one, and it's a 6-point game. In the backcourt, James Matheny across the line. Goes coast to coast, no. Rebound all the way out to Chase Mullen, guarding the point, and big time collision there. Spoonster gonna pick up a foul. Adam Matheny getting ready to check back in with 3:05 remaining.
Chase Mullen, to the line. Big shots coming here. Silex pretty good in the first half, 7 of 9, only 1 of 5 in the third quarter.
(46-40) as they wipe up some more sweat. It is humid in here, so that sweat does become a factor on the floor. A lot of moisture tonight, or today. Was it raining when you came in?
Yes, heavily.
I think I got lucky. There was just a few drops when I came in, and
I think the hardest rain that I experienced on the trip from my house to here from Louisiana was when I got out of the truck to walk inside.
That's just good timing is what that is.
That's
all right. They got the sweat cleaned up as much as they can, at least. 46-40. Clopton leads, and it's Chase Mullen at the line. He has a white number 10 on the back of his green Silex uniform, and he misses the first. Now a 12-point lead for the Blue Knights over Ellsbury. They're down to 1:35 to go in the game in the other gym. And that one goes in. It's a 5-point deficit for Silex. Spoonster to Tucker Salmons. Need points on this possession if you're the Hawks. Salmons gets past Mooney. Now to Hall. Kicks it back. Salmons to Spoonster. Good crossover. Finds a little bit of room. Kicks it to Harrelson. His three is long. Hall had the rebound, knocked away. And they say Larson had the last touch on it. Thought Mooney got into his back a little bit.
Case could be made for it.
Long pass ahead. Here's Mooney. Thought about that long three. Gave it back to Mailer, now for Mullen. Back to Mailer again. Kick back. Here's the three. Mooney hits the three, and it's a 2-point game. Hank Mooney with the tray. Here comes Spoonster. To Hall, no. Mooney, the rebound. It's all Mooney, and then blocked by Harrelson. Out of bounds, stays with the Owls with a chance to tie with a 2, take a lead with a 3.
2 minutes, 11 seconds to play. Mooney was looking down court, had Henry Lindsay behind the defense, but good job defensively for Clopton to knock it out of bounds and prevent the fast break.
Harrelson knocked it out. Now he takes a breather. Mullen to Mailer. Mailer, free throw line, gets to Mooney on the far side. He just hit the 3 to make it a 2-point game. Minute 55 to go. Here's Lindsay. Back to Mailer. He got it. Oh, off the glass, the reverse just missed. Hall interfered with. Gets it to Spoonster. To Matheny. He lost control. And they're going to say it over and back, and it never went over.
The ball never went over.
Would you like a replay?
The player went over.
Yeah.
But he left the ball.
And here comes Silex again. A chance to tie or take the lead. Lindsay to the corner for Lindsay. Up top. Out of the far side for Mullen. Chase Mullen. Back out for Luke Lindsay. Lindsay spins to the bucket. We're tied. Luke Lindsay having a big fourth quarter, and it's all knotted at 46. The 11-point deficit is gone. And it's going to come down to the final minute 8. Here's Spoonster. Good crossover, gives it back to Tucker Salmons. Salmons to Matheny. Adam hands it off for Trey Spoonster. Down to 55 seconds. Larson Hall, yes. Clopton back ahead by 2. Larson Hall just 6 points tonight. None bigger than those. And a timeout taken. 47.3 seconds to go. Clopton 48, Silex 46 from the Clopton Invitational on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, People's Bank and Trust, and Pepsi.
Watson 1838 in Pittsfield brings timeless flavor and local warmth to Pike County. From locally loved steak nights to your favorite comfort foods. Come by Wednesday through Saturday for lunch or dinner and taste the tradition. Watson 1838 on the square in Pittsfield.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
48-46, Clopton leading Silex as we approach a minute remaining. There's 27 seconds remaining in the other gym, and Ellsbury going to fall out of this tournament. The St. Louis Blue Knights lead 64-52. The Clopton student section stands. The Silex student section stands. They're over to our right in the corner. And it's going to be Mooney to trigger the inbound, down 2. Out high with it is Chase Mullen. Mullen gives it to Luke Lindsay. Clock running down to 42. Lindsay tripped, and a blocking foul going to be called on James Matheny. That's the, fifth foul? So free throws to tie the game. Luke Lindsay.
Luke was a little out of control there. Silex gets the call.
I think that's a couple of times that the Silex player has gone down early, and the foul is actually the Silex player tripping over him. First shot's good. And we're tied. He hit them both. 40.6 seconds to go. Here's Spoonster out of the double team. Bumped, and that'll be the second on Evan Mailer. Only the third team foul against the Owls. Tied at 48. James Matheny will inbound. No one with him in the backcourt. Need to run, and they get it to Adam. Adam to the near side. Here's Hall. Leaves it for Adam Matheny. Scoops it to the free throw line for James Matheny. Back to Adam. To the near side, Tucker Salmons. Down to 25 seconds. Here's Tucker on the near point. To Matheny. Larson Hall. Larson gave up his dribble. Now gives the ball to Trey Spoonster. And a dribble called against Trey.
He did. Took one dribble and kind of stopped, put both hands on the ball, and then took off.
14.8 seconds to go. Silex 48-48. Here's Chase Mullen, and Coach Francis wants a timeout. 11.6 seconds to go for a chance to go to the championship. Clopton and Silex tied at 48 on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Community State Bank of Missouri, Shireman Memorials, and Mike Ingram Plumbing.
Hey, I'm Megan Smelser, a physical therapist with Advanced Physical Therapy in Bowling Green. Along with treating many orthopedic conditions, we treat many neurological conditions as well, from vertigo, post-concussion syndrome, post-stroke, multiple sclerosis, and we are certified in the BIG program that is a well-known treatment for Parkinson's. Our biggest goal is for you to get back to what matters to you, whether that be your favorite hobbies, keeping up with your children or your grandchildren, or simply getting around your home with ease. At Advance, we know you have a choice when it comes to physical therapy. We hope you choose Advance PT. We are conveniently located across from the high school track and football field. Call us today to schedule your next physical therapy appointment at 573-324-6079.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest Inn, and People's Savings Bank.
Here we go. The inbound. They get it to Lindsay. He's been huge in this second half. Over to the far side, Mooney. Mooney to the corner. Vagey for three, misses everything, and out of bounds, 0.6 on the clock. Hey, Rodney, we're going to overtime.
We are going to overtime.
48-48 here in the fourth quarter. And the turn and throw from Larson Hall is about 20 foot short. 4 quarters in the books, nothing decided. Overtime after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Advanced Physical Therapy, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, People's Savings Bank, and Lynn's Heritage House.
This is Marianne Everhart with Community State Bank of Missouri. At Community State Bank, we don't just work here, we live here. When you bank with us, you're not just an account number, you're part of something bigger. Community State Bank of Missouri, with branches in Bowling Green and Troy. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Little bonus basketball for you from the Clopton Invitational. Mark Fronick, Rodney Dolbear here in the broadcast booth. The Hawks led by 12 heading into the fourth quarter. Silex stormed all the way back, and we're tied at 48. The Owls had a chance to win it, and
couldn't get it done. No. I kind of thought they were going to put it in Luke Lindsay's hand. He has 15 of the 27 points that Silex has scored in the second half of play, but couldn't get it to go, couldn't get it to Luke. We've got a half a quarter worth of time, 4 minutes on the clock for overtime.
Mailer against Salmons, and it's won by Clopton back to Larson Hall. And again, Caden Kuntz has already fouled out of this game for the Owls. And that's off of Adam Matheny. Good work on the sideline by Silex. Who was that? Hank Mooney disrupting things?
I think so, yep.
He has been a disruptor defensively. So now Silex a chance to take the lead in OT. Clopton went to OT on Saturday against Highland and shut out the Cougars 12-0 in the extra session. We'll see if that's the case, as an air ball on a three gives it back to Clopton with 28 seconds played. Here's Spoonster from his own baseline across the time stripe. Gets past Mooney to Tucker Salmons. Gives it back to the corner now for Adam Matheny. Now to Trey Spoonster. Spoonster gets past Mooney again. Kicks corner. James spins to the hoop, and he is fouled before the shot. 3:09 to play. That'll be the fourth foul of the fourth in overtime. So still not shooting free throws are the Hawks. Here's the three. Spoonster a little long on that one. And did we get a foul against Matheny? Yes, we did. He drugged the Silex player along. I think the Silex player purposely glued himself to James' chest. And free throws coming for Henry Lindsay. That was the third foul on Adam Matheny. I had the wrong Matheny. Minute gone. And the first one's no good. 48-48 still. Second shot. Silex has the lead. Here comes Adam across the line, leaves it for Larson Hall. Now to James Matheny. James can't find anyone, gives it back to Adam. Now to Larson Hall to Spoonster, who they wanted with the ball, but it's immediately taken. And they're going to call it, did they call it travel? Or did they call it timeout?
They gave him a timeout on the Clopton bench.
Very close, 49-48. Silex leads Clopton in overtime, 2:43 to go on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Noah Builders, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Heart Care Chiropractic Center.
To measure the true value of a compact tractor, break out all the jobs it can do. You'll have a long list with the New Holland Workmaster Series 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor from Bowling Green Tractor. If you value performance and economy, see Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green today about a Workmaster 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
49-48, Silex leading Clopton. Came back from a 12-point deficit to force overtime, and now lead by a single free throw. It'll be Clopton ball on the far sideline, and this is going to be tough skating here to get this ball in. Spoonster gets it to Tucker Salmons. Now to James Matheny. Matheny, bounce pass down to Tucker along the baseline, and he traveled. He says, no, I didn't. Another turnover, and those are starting to pile up here in the fourth quarter and overtime.
Got 8 in the fourth and overtime for Clopton.
Out high with it, Evan Mailer. To Lindsay, that's Henry. Henry back to Evan. To the far side now for Chase Mullen. To Luke Lindsay. Now here's the three. Mooney. Good! Hank Mooney in overtime makes it a 4-point game. A lead for Silex. This is their first sizable lead of the entire game. And now a push going to be called against Henry Lindsay. So that'll send Spoonster to the line. 4-point Silex lead, 52-48.
Trey's 1 of 2 from the line. Those attempts came in the third quarter.
First shot is good. Off the shelf and back in. 52-49. Second shot, good as well. And it's a 2-point game. 10 points now for Trey. Minute 52 to go. In overtime, Evan Mailer hands it for Luke Lindsay. Luke out high for Chase Mullen, back to Mailer on the far side. Evan Mailer. No one's counting on him. Now to the basket, Lindsay, no. Rebound knocked around, Adam Matheny picks it up. Gets it ahead to Spoonster. 1 on 3, leaves it. James Matheny off the glass for 2, and we're tied. What court vision there from Spoonster to hit Matheny, and now an offensive foul against Luke. They get him for the charge. Nice job selling it by the Hawks.
That's 4 on Luke. All knotted up, a minute and 9 left in the first overtime, 52-52.
Oh, it's going to be decided in the next minute 9. Don't you worry about it. And I bet it comes down to the final shot. What a ball game here. Winner takes on Louisiana Saturday, scheduled for a 4 o'clock tip-off for the men's championship. Tomorrow's championship, well, that'll be a little bit later. That's scheduled for 8 p.m. between Clopton and Louisiana. Spoonster to Matheny in the backcourt. Now Trey with it again on a backcourt weave. across the line. Kick it down. Adam had the shot, didn't take it, gives it to Larson. They want to run a little clock here. Work it down low. Larson Hall off the glass for 2. Clopton back ahead. He's got 8. Here's Mooney again, and a timeout taken by Tony Francis and the Silex Owls. 47.9 seconds to go. Clopton 54, Silex 52 on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by William Watson Hotel and Watson 1838, J. Roberts Jewelers, Wood Smoked Meats, and Hayden's Motorsports.
At Gambino's Eatery in Louisiana, we're always cooking up ways to serve you better. We're now open Wednesday through Saturday, taking orders from 11 a.m. all the way until 8 p.m. So you've got even more time to enjoy your favorites. We're closed on Sundays, but still available for private events with advanced booking. Real food, real flavor, right here in Pike County. Gambino's Eatery in Louisiana.
If it's not on the menu, we don't talk about it.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
It'll be Silex ball after the timeout. They trail Clopton by 2, 54-52 in overtime for a chance to make the tournament championship. Mark Tronick, Rodney Dolbear here in the Dale Miller Gymnasium, and a lot of action tonight on Ed Lindsay Court. Here's Luke Lindsay. Yeah, they're related. Here's Mooney for 3. No good this time. Rebound taken away by Adam Matheny. Now James. Back to Larson Hall. Now to Spoonster. Across the line to Adam. Work it down. Tucker Salmons. No. Evan Mailer the rebound. Here comes Silex with a chance to tie the game. Lindsay. And he's knocked down. But he'll get up again. Never going to keep him down.
They didn't call that on. Didn't call that on Larson either.
No, they didn't. They gave it to Trey Spoonster, his 3rd. And Henry Lindsay to the line. A chance to tie the game. And more sweat on the floor. What a ball game, Rodney.
This is a good one. Huge free throws for the young man, Henry.
Here we go. He's presented the ball and is long on the first one. Louisiana upset the number 1 seed, Winfield Warriors. Winfield will play for 3rd. The Bulldogs awaiting their opponent for the championship game, and the second shot rims out. Rebound fought for. Hall comes up with it, and he's immediately fouled. Larson Hall going to be paraded down the center of the floor to the other free throw line. 54-52 with 19 seconds even remaining in overtime. You hit these, that goes a long way.
Makes it awful tough on the Owls if you can knock both of these in.
Larson, good on the first.
First attempt from the line of the night for Larson Hall, and he knocks it down.
Now a 3 does not beat you. This one to make it a 2-possession game. And he made them both. Here is Chase Mullen to Lindsay. They're wasting too much time. Mooney can't get the 3. Back up top. We're down to 6 seconds. Here's the 3. No. Hell of a rebound. And a foul called with .5. The clock stopped. I don't think anyone called a.
I didn't hear a whistle.
No. They're at the scorer's table. Clopton may have won.
I think the game is over.
0.5 seconds. You're not going to get anything anyway. And they're going to call the coaches over. Of course, Tony Francis was already in there. He didn't have to go far. 56-52, Clopton leads. Will they make them inbound? And that's it. Clopton defends their home court and defeats the Silex Owls in overtime. 56-52 is the final. It'll be Clopton against Louisiana tomorrow for girls championship. It'll be Clopton versus Louisiana for the boys championship. We're going to wrap up a very exciting night for the 29th Clopton Invitational next on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Service and Supply Co-op of Bowling Green, Buchanan Excavating, Ackles Farm Market, and Bill Allen Auction Service.
The Eagle 102 Sports postgame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
Count on Adams Plumbing and Electrical in Bowling Green to get the job done right. Locally owned, licensed, and insured with free estimates you can trust. Call 573-470-6215 for your repair and installation experts. Adams Plumbing and Electrical.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
State Farm in Pittsville understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance needs. Call or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsville is located at 311 Half West Washington Street in Pittsville, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports postgame show on KJFM Radio.
The final in overtime. The Clopton Hawks defeat the Silex Owls 56-52 and will take on Louisiana in the tournament championship on Saturday afternoon. Mark Frontick, Rodney Dolbear back in the broadcast booth. And nights of basketball don't get much more exciting this one.
No.
A big upset earlier and now an overtime victory for the home team.
What a game that was. Silex kept fighting back, and had the lead, and then just couldn't close it out. And Clopton did what they needed to do in overtime to close it out by 4, 56-52.
All right, we're going to try and get Coach Hall up here, so let's go through the scoring right now.
For Silex, it was Evan Mailer with 4, 8 points for Landon Watering, 3 points for Chase Mullen, Caden Kuntz with 2, Henry Lindsay with 4, Lincoln Twellman with 2, 2 points for Chase Veggie. Hank Mooney had 9, and leading the Owls tonight, Luke Lindsay, 15, all in the second half of play. 4 Clopton, 5 for Adam Matheny, 7 for Jacob Harrelson, 10 points for Trace Poonster. Tucker Solomons checks in with 9. 10 points for Larson Hall. Had a very nice second half and specifically had 6 of those 10 points in the fourth quarter and overtime. And leading all scorers tonight, 16 points for James Matheny.
Final again, 56-52 in overtime. We'll take a quick break, come back with Coach Hall after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by DC Septic and Drain, Central Elevator, your Purina dealer, DG Firearms, and Randy's Jewelry.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Geared Up, located just off the square in Pittsfield, is your go-to destination for high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and custom apparel. Stop by Geared Up today to see how they can bring your vision to life with quality, creativity, and service you can count on. Geared Up, off the square in Pittsfield.
For over 40 years, Heart Care Chiropractic Center has been the trusted name in health and wellness in Bowling Green. Located at 300 West Main, just off the square, Heart Care Chiropractic specializes in helping athletes of all ages stay at the top of their game. Whether recovering from a sports injury or looking to improve mobility and performance, student athletes and their families turn to Heart Care for expert chiropractic care they can rely on. As the action heats up on the field, court, or track, Heart Care Chiropractic Center is proud to support local athletes and keep our community moving strong. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
56-52, Clopton a winner in overtime over the Silex Owls, and we're joined by Coach Landon Hall. Coach, what a win, what a ball game that was.
A great environment for the kids. We knew it would be a tough game coming in. Silex really grits their teeth on defense, and they push hard on offense. They're a tough match for us, and they gave us about all we could handle. But we dug in late, got a key stop, got a key score, got another key stop, and we were able to pull it out.
And you know, Coach Fran and his boys have been kind of laying the groundwork for this game for the past week or so. You were over there when they beat Van Far. They were there at Louisiana the other night for the shootout. So it's been a pretty fun back and forth, and you could tell everyone was ready for this game.
Yeah. I think when we started seeing all the fans piling in at the start, we knew we were in for a pretty hostile environment, pretty fun environment for a high school semifinal basketball game. I think they did a really good job of taking away some of our action after we got going, and credit to them, they crawled right back into it. I think we got up 10 or 12, but they dug in as well, and they crawled all the way back into it, made it one heck of a ball game. Yeah, that's
a pretty good young team over there, and this really bodes well. I mean, this is the kind of action we're getting in the EMO this year.
The EMO is tough, top to bottom. I don't know if there's a clear-cut number 1, 2, 3, but you got to bring it every night if you want to have a chance to find success in the EMO.
So now the next two nights we get Clopton against Louisiana for the championship games, and how good does that make the atmosphere?
It's going to be incredible. It's going to be incredible. Not only are we playing them, but the girls are playing them, like you said. I think we're going to see large turnouts both nights, and it's going to be another 2 more great nights of great high school basketball.
Is this the biggest win so far for you as a head coach?
It's one of them. Yeah.
It's first one. I'd say this is one of the most important ones so far. With the Hawks, but a lot bigger game coming up on Saturday.
Louisiana's a tough team. We're going to have to really study on them tonight and tomorrow and come up with a good game plan.
Congratulations on this one. It was a great crowd, great game, and can't wait to see what Saturday brings.
Thank you.
That's Landon Hall, the head coach of the Clopton Hawks. 56-52 is the final, as Clopton in overtime defeats the Silex Owls and their former head coach, Tony Francis. What a ball game, Rodney. What a night.
That was a great night. Two good games, and you can't get any more dramatic than an overtime, than an upset of the number 1 seed in one game, and then an overtime thriller in the second for the right to go to the championship game.
Let's go through the night. Here in the Dale Miller Gymnasium, it was the 5 seed Louisiana over the 1 seed Winfield, 51-39. That was the upset we talked about. And then the 2 seed Clopton over the 3 seed Silex in overtime, 56-52. In the old gym consolation semis, Wright City defeated Mark Twain 58-50. And then the St. Louis Blue Knights defeated Ellsbury 64-52. So the consolation game on Saturday will be at 1 o'clock, Wright City and the Blue Knights. Third place game, Silex and Winfield at 2:30. And then the tournament championship, it's Clopton against Louisiana. Number 2 against number 5 for the title of this tournament. Tomorrow, we'll begin getting going at 4:45 with the pregame. 5 o'clock tip-off. Ellsbury and Silex will do battle in an all-Lincoln County consolation game. This is ladies championship night. Mark Twain and Duchesne will do battle at 6:30 for third place. And then Clopton and Louisiana, just like the guys, the girls started off tomorrow, 8 o'clock tip-off between the Hawks and the Lady Dogs. So that's where we stand. It's all we got left is tournament titles.
Absolutely. This is a lot more fun than sitting at home in the snowstorm that we had last year, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Great return of the Clopton tournament so far here in January of 2026. 56-52 in overtime, Clopton over Silex. For Rodney and Brennan Inns back at the station, Mark Froelich saying we'll see you tomorrow for Ladies Championship Night on Eagle 102 Sports.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at K.